stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Yeah, time to stand up, take control tonight. Spent too much time on the plan, it's right. It's time to execute now on your dream in life. Gotta fail fast, learn, try again and fight, alright. Pull the trigger, 6, 7 figures. Making that money from the drive that's in ya. Gold digger, making money quicker. Pain is good, make your skin a little thicker. It ain't luck, anyone that's at the top, no it ain't luck. It's a grind, it's a time since the day one. It's your mind deep inside, how you stay tough, how you get back up. You put the work in and it comes back. Multiply, stack, execute and you can take that. What you want bad, it's the truth, I'm the change that you can make fact. Yeah, I've done it, it ain't luck, I can teach you. Stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright.
And we are here.
Yeah. What's happening, Derek?
Chilling.
Yeah.
You know, living the old dream.
I don't know, man. I feel like I've just slid in the home plate. My day got real busy late.
Did it?
Running around trying to finish stuff. That's why I just showed up a minute ago.
Oh. Yeah, life happens. not a whole lot you can do about it.
Nope.
I remember when I was younger, I'd be like upset. But it's like the older you get, it's just like the fucks to give just kind of sweep away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, first it was work, which I agree with you on that. But then it was my bandmates like, hey, I finished the video and the song's done. And I'm like, so I have to put it everywhere on social media. So I was rushing to do that. Just
Gotcha. So what we're going to do is, okay, so we always do Dum Dum of the Week, which I've got. I've got Musician of the Week, which we've got one. And then, then we'll kind of go from there. Cool.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
I got your.
All right. So what we're going to do is let me share my screen here. Let me share the old screen.
Hey, look at that. It's my band. What do you know? It's my guy John killing it on the bass.
Like a ghost of a zombie, tagging along for the ride.
This has very much like 80s montage, like I've really been through a hard day, and then it's like, and it's showing like him fighting or him like running or.
That was kind of his vibe. John, my bandmate, did the whole video. He just said, "I'm going to film it this weekend." He went out in his car and just filmed traveling.
I like how it's speeded up as opposed to just regular speed. I like how it's like you're moving through life fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Later in the video, you'll see he shows himself going back home and handling things in his house too, and then going back out. Like it's a day in the life sped up, kind of.
Okay.
Down the road, not the way I used to go, but I know exactly where I'm going. No monkey's paws or Pandora's crate, fancy swords and ladies and lakes, fighting rods and not even tarot. I'll just follow the arrow.
Have a question. The crystal ball that is in you guys' thumbnails and it shows up in every video. What is the kind of the story behind that?
Okay, so the story I'm trying to tell with our shorts mostly is us against AI. And how AI is always watching you. So we put that symbolism in the videos and in our shorts and stuff.
Okay, just so like that's basically AI is watching you, or there's an eyeball always watching you?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like a little meta story on top of all the stuff.
Okay.
Today's gonna be another one of those days. Oh, my delusion's afraid. Well, I'm headed down the road, not the way I used to go. I know exactly where I'm going.
You might like this next shot, Derek, as a movie guy. From inside the guitar case. That's cool.
That's nice.
Ladies and lakes, riding rods and not even tarot. I'll just follow the arrow. Follow the arrow. Follow the arrow. I'll just follow.
There you go.
Very cool. Very cool. And the name of the song is Arrow, and that's from my buddy Julio Scissors, aka Mike.
From the Prominent Citizens. Truth be told, I wrote about 20% of that song. Everything else, singing, instruments, video, is my bandmate John.
Okay. Yeah, because you told me right before the stream, like, hey, I've got this. I'm like, oh, crap, let me grab it.
Yep. So now we're finally excited to get that released. It took us about a year, and this song has gone through like 4 completely different style changes. It started out as an acoustic song, and then we kept changing it. And
really? I like the vibe of this. It's very...
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. My bandmate John, his bass playing, I really dig it. He's just grooving. Very good.
I mean, I don't know if this is... Like, it's not... It's kind of Depeche Mode-ish. There's a little bit of... I mean, I wouldn't say it's Depeche Mode, but it's like it took a little bit of like appreciation for Depeche Mode's music.
John loves Depeche Mode. We jam on Depeche Mode in the studio. So when we came up with the final version, I was thinking Depeche Mode and maybe a little Cure.
Yeah, I get more Depeche Mode, but
but like a 90s vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for playing it, Derek. I appreciate it.
No problem. You know we love our art around here.
No AI, not one speck of AI in that.
That's good.
Nothing.
Even though I'll use it for some of my thumbnails of Corey
That's fair.
Feldman, who we're going to
Well,
talk
you're not
about.
an artist, so that's fair. You're a movie guy.
Yes. Okay, so that being said, we're going to go right into it.
We are all just characters in the game's brand new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stations in between.
Oh,
Okay,
brother.
so our buddy Corey Feldman over here.
What's he up to?
Yeah, okay. He got an invite to play with Alien Ant Farm at the Whiskey Go Go,
Oh no.
and we're gonna play it.
Oh, is he gonna? He's gonna play Smooth Criminal. I'll bet.
Yes.
Nailed it. Corey, are you okay?
Can we do one more? Everybody do one more. Guys, can we bring a friend out here with us? Can we bring a friend out here with us?
Corey Feldman is the meme who keeps on giving.
Childhood hero of mine, a childhood
Yeah.
hero of mine. Thank you for signing my grandmother's shirt. Corey Feldman, come on, where's Corey Feldman at?
Jesus.
Number one, he's not a smooth criminal. He looks like an idiot.
Oh, the absolute state of that getup.
It looks a little small, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It does. That button is about to pop.
And that's outside of the Whiskey Go Go, obviously.
Yep. I'm not going to get mad at him for doing Michael Jackson moves because it's a Michael Jackson song. So I will give him a pass.
It's almost like he's singing like this. What?
That's because he's having problems breathing because his jacket button is just squeezing his
Squeezing his little life out
taking
of
the
him.
air out of him. Yeah.
It sounds like his voice is going out. It
Well,
does.
I'm going to nitpick because that's what we do. But so the lead singer of Alien Ant Farm does "And Are You Okay?" and he puts the mic out for the crowd to sing "Are You Okay?" But Corey
Corey
keeps
Feldman
singing it. I'm like, no, the crowd's supposed to sing that, not you,
Yeah.
dimwit.
The spotlight always has to be on Corey Feldman, no matter what. Even if the
Mhm.
jacket is too small, it still has to be on him.
Is there another guy singing back there? Oh, it's the chorus. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a guy back here,
That's all
and
right.
then there's the lead singer, and then everybody else is pretty much singing too. Rock.
What's up, B-Rock?
And his shirt's like see-through.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. You know, if I could get away with wearing that, I might. I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I wasn't fat and actually could do it, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just like, this is a 50-year-old man with his chest hanging out.
Mm.
Yeah, you okay, you okay, you okay, yeah, you been hit by, you been struck by smooth operator. Come on, help us out one time now. Help us out one time. Don't do that, you like that. 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 Don't do that, you like that.
Woo.
Don't do that, you like that. Don't do that, you like that. Don't do that, you like that. Yeah, you're okay with your tabs, but you're okay. And outside of a window, and it's okay. I see you ready. Let's see. I'm not here. You're ready to the bedroom.
They obviously didn't rehearse it beforehand because Corey's sort of like, he's trying to let the lead singer lead, but then he keeps stepping on him. He makes weird voices when he goes out for the crowd. Corey's there singing. It's like, it's obvious it was just kind of like a last minute thing. Like, oh, we're gonna have Corey Feldman come out here and it'd be the smooth criminal. Like they didn't actually rehearse anything.
Let me ask your opinion on this. So let's say you go see Alien Ant Farm, right? And to me, this is the song they're known for. I don't know anything else.
I don't know anything else other than this song. And this is a remake, obviously.
Yeah. Would you be hyped that Corey Feldman was coming out and singing the one song that you knew from them? Or would you be annoyed and just want the band to sing the song that you know?
I would be annoyed, but I would just be kind of like, okay, that's
yeah.
Like I would be
into
in
it.
the middle. It's like I understand they're trying to hype it up or whatever, but I would just be like, I'd rather hear the band. And you know me, I got my rules about going to concerts for knowing more, like at least 8 to 10 songs before I buy a ticket. So I would be annoyed if like I knew one song by a band and then Corey Feldman comes out there and starts singing it with them. I'd be like, okay, what is this crap?
I can't lie. I know we're being nitpicky and kind of roasting him, but he didn't do that bad, actually. Compared to other performances we've seen from him, this one's actually okay.
You give him a lot more credit than I do.
I'm a kind-hearted man, Derek.
I guess.
Ooh. I like his little oohs. Go on, Corey.
Thanks, y'all, for putting up with us. We do appreciate this shit out.
Oh, happy birthday! Long live rock!
Okay.
This is Whiskey Go-Go's birthday party?
I guess.
Well, it says live at the Rainbow Bar, but the description said this is behind the bars, basically.
Maybe they had like an all-day music fest for an anniversary of the bar or something. Or the venue.
Back in the 60s, and we've covered it, back 60s Hollywood, they used to shut down Sunset Boulevard, and then they would have concerts back here. So some of the great artists of the 60s would play back here. So, I mean, I get it. They're trying to, be a little nostalgic or whatever, but I don't know if Corey Feldman would have been able to hang in the 60s.
Well, maybe they brought him out because he was born in the 60s. So they just wanted representation.
Almost 60s. So they're just like,
yeah.
You know what?
Well, you know what? I listen, getting mad at Corey Feldman for being cringy is like getting mad at a dog for barking. It's just what they do. So I'm going to give that on my scale of 1 to 10. I'm actually going to give it about a 6. In terms of Corey performances I've seen. It's not a 10 like Essential Millennium. That's the best song he's ever done. But it's not
If I was immediately cringed, I would probably be around a 6. But because it was literally thrown together and Corey Feldman is looking around like, what am I supposed to be doing? They obviously didn't rehearse it. So you're getting a 4 from me. And then it's a song the only song I know by these guys. And it's just like that. Corey Feldman is not the first person I'd want to call with a bunch of rock heads and bikers.
That's fair. That's fair. That being said, if I was in that crowd on a nice sunny day out in California and I was about 3 or 4 beers in, I'd probably get hyped.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at
Corey
all
Feldman,
in the
hell
middle
yeah.
there, the middle of just this shot right here. You can see all the leather, a bunch of bike people, and
Mhm.
yeah, Corey Feldman would not be at the top on my list with a bunch of biker people and,
Well,
and
that's-
rock and roll heads.
You've got a point there. He's not exactly a biker icon. Okay, that's fair.
But maybe it was like he's a bud and he's in town. I don't know.
I'm just thankful he's still out there doing stuff, because the next stuff he do may be like 2 out of 10, which is the stuff that I live for.
Okay, so then this is going to be a Corey flashback, and we're gonna watch a little bit of the flashback stuff. So
Okay. Well, he looks different. Oh, never mind. That's not him.
Currently in Toronto, working on a new thriller called Blown Away. We're delighted to have this determined, dedicated actor join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Corey Feldman.
he's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, and the hat. Always the hat.
And the hat. It's the same hat.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you? Thanks.
I mean, you've literally left the set and come up here to be with us.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I was I'm actually going to the set after I finish here. So
Is this your dress or the character's dress?
this is me.
This is
me.
great.
Thank you. Thanks.
Tell
I
us.
like the pink.
Oh,
It's,
yeah, we sort of, well, it's close.
well,
close.
purple, pink, you know, it's a vibe.
Tell us about Blown Away.
It is.
It's a psychological thriller. And it's with myself, Corey Haim, and Nicole Eggert. And Nicole Eggert was in Charles in Charge, and Corey Haim is the actor of which I did 3 other films. And we did the 3 films together, and we haven't worked together in about 5 years. And now we've decided to re-collaborate and do one more.
You have a lot of things in the go. You have your own feature film production company you've started. You got a film that you're trying to develop here?
It's something that I'm putting together. You know, I'm putting together a film company. And,
Yeah, me too.
My own projects because I realize there's a lot of things that I want to do that I haven't yet touched. And the best way to do with that is come up with my own ideas and put it together that way.
You also have a music company because
Right.
you do lyrics. It is called, it's got a great name to it.
Choreography.
Oh,
Choreography.
boy, brother.
Choreographer. Wow.
You also write lyrics? You do
That's
your
right.
own
Well, I
songs?
write lyrics and music and melody. And, I produce music and sing and dance and
What do you do in your spare time, Corey?
that's what I do in my spare time.
I was trying to remember, and it just made me think of it. The purple. Was the first commercial you did when you were 3 years old for Welch's grape juice?
It was.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And did you do something? Did you get this
Wow,
because you were
did her research.
particularly? What did you do in this commercial?
No, I'll tell you. Well, actually,
Yes, you did.
the first, it never, I don't know if it ran. It might have run. I'm not sure what the history of that one was. I just remember that the way I got into the business, my sister was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
That's right. She was one of the New Mouseketeers.
New Mouseketeers, right. And what happened was I would go on auditions with her.
So his sister was in the Mickey Mouse Club. His dad was a famous music producer, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he was in the music
So it's
business.
like he was born to be in the entertainment industry.
Sure.
But it's like it's one of those things where it's like he was born to be in the entertainment industry, and he had some successes when he was a young man. But it's just like he had his moment in the sun, and he should have like rode off in the sunset, and he never did.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he handled his stardom very well when he was young, moving into adulthood.
And I've been
Which is
looking
a
for this
shame.
movie, and I do not see Vibe, unless they changed the name of the movie or something. I
didn't catch
see
it.
Vibe.
I don't think that's the name of the movie. I think it was called something else. I thought I heard him say, and I wish I would remember it, but I'm old.
From,
I
Charles
forget
and Charles.
things.
Isn't wasn't Nicole Edgard the one that accused Scott Baio of like groping her or something?
I think so. I think wasn't she? Never mind. I'm gonna mess this up. I could have sworn she was one of the Baywatch girls for a minute, for a hot
It's
minute.
possible. It's very possible.
Her and they would say, well, she's great and everything, but boy, that little kid is just cute.
It was a cute 3-year-old over there.
Right. And so what
Weird.
happened was I started working, and the Welch's Grape Juice was the first one I filmed, But the first one I believe that ran was a McDonald's gift certificate commercial, a Christmas gift certificate commercial, and it ran for about 8 years and won a Clio award for. That's the award.
He still says that in
Right.
modern
So, you
interviews
do a
about
lot
the
of
Clio
commercials.
he won for the McDonald's ad when he was 3.
Thank you
Let's
for
move
showing
on.
up, Mr. Corey Feldman, who's 2 years old.
It's like he's doing his greatest hits when they interview him.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the McDonald's bit. Let's do your friend Corey
I remember
Haim.
back in the day
Yeah.
when I was in a McDonald's commercial and I was thinking about life and my music.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, Corey, you were 3 years old. What were you thinking about?
Welch's grape juice. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about
Chicken nuggets. You were thinking about that?
The number 50 goes through my mind. Is that am I close?
Actually, I did over 100 commercials.
That was the second number that went through my
And
mind.
you're right. And then over 50 episodics on TV shows when I was going through that period of my life.
That's an extraordinary amount of work.
He always does the I'll be like let me correct you on my work.
yes.
Like he always does that.
He actually's the interviewers all the time.
Yeah. If he started like pointing like a girl,
Bird hands.
Yeah. At least he doesn't do that.
No.
But he always actually everything.
Mm-hmm.
Work for somebody who's now, what are you, 21?
I actually don't tell my age. It's one thing I don't.
Gee,
talk
we
about.
have so much in common, you and I.
Oh, stop it.
It's the colors.
It's
It's
the
the
colors,
age.
yeah.
Because he doesn't want a producer to be like, oh, he aged out. So that's why he doesn't do that. So that they're not like, well, Corey Feldman right now is 25 and we can't get him to play a 21-year-old because he's kind of a little bit too old.
I was thinking more like the Hollywood producers would say, oh, that's a little old for my tastes. I liked him better when he was 13, but now he's 20. I can't hire him.
I guess.
But you're young. You've done a great deal of film work and a tremendous amount of
I've done 18
commercials.
films.
God.
18 films and I guess over 50 episodics and 3 TV series and over 100 commercials.
When you take everything you've done in your life, you know, the good, the bad, the yin and
He's
the
in his 20s and he's done all that so far.
Well, he was busy. He was on the cover of all the teeny bopper magazines back in the day. I remember.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
I'm his
Tiger
age.
Beats and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to whatever hair dryer this woman used. Must be the most
yeah, shout
powerful
out to
hair
that.
dryer ever to exist.
At least she didn't do the bangs with
hairs-
two balls. She just kind of did like a weave type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
I
very
mean,
wide
commercials are a
hair.
one-day thing, maybe 2.
Mhm.
So it's like he could have hammered out a bunch of commercials in one day. Where it's just like,
Oh, I'm
okay, little Corey, just walk up to the counter and eat some chicken nuggets. Okay, we got him. Thank you. And then
I'm
he goes
sure-
on to the next thing.
I'm sure his parents were shuffling him here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, he did those, but without his parents basically forcing him into it.
Well,
But I guess he gets the credit.
yeah.
yang and all your success.
Right.
You probably should be about 95, Corey. I mean, that's how much living
you
you've
know,
done
I
so
do
far.
believe that I'm an old soul. You know, I really do. I mean, I believe that when I was like 4 and 5 years old, I mean, I didn't think like a normal kid. It's
That
like
and all
if
my
things
friends are
were happening
35.
in my life, like that I wasn't happy with, or that I didn't think seemed right to me. I wouldn't look at it as like a kid would look at things. I wouldn't go, "Gee, that's kind of messed up." I would like go, "Well, you know, this situation isn't right. This shouldn't be happening to a 5-year-old kid." I mean, as an outsider looking in. I mean, I perceived everything as like a talk show host. You know, it was like I wanted to do interviews with myself and find out what the truth.
He seems a
story
little
was.
baked.
Very strange.
Maybe a little.
Well, you're obviously a
Yeah,
Little
he
high.
does seem like he's a little, yeah.
pretty bright, advanced kid, which showed up in so much that you did. But you were also, and I find it hard to believe, at one point you didn't like yourself because you thought you were ugly and not very good looking.
Yes. Yeah.
There are women out there who are all going, "Oh, come on, give me a break." I mean,
Really? Were they really saying that?
I don't know. I don't know why girls liked him, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
gay,
know.
but I can
The
tell if a
boyish
guy's
charm, maybe?
maybe. I can tell generally if I see Brad Pitt in Mr. Black, I'm like, yeah, well, that's a good looking guy. I wish I looked like him.
He always has a nice looking girl on his arm. I don't
Mhm.
get it. He always does.
Yep,
I-
joke's
I
on
don't
us.
get
Joke's on us, bud. He wound up in a mansion with a bunch of hot blondes. So, and here we are.
Treat him like shit, but yeah, it's another.
Well, you got to keep him in line.
you know, I mean, I think there's still a part of that that's true. I mean,
She's actually a pretty good interview, and she's done her research for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, well, probably left over from when I was a kid, but, you know, I mean, I guess if I had a big ego and I thought I was really great and everything I did was wonderful, you know, then that wouldn't happen.
But to think
So what changed? Because now he thinks he's Mr. Wonderful and the greatest thing ever.
I guess he grew out of lying about it. Now he's like, yeah, I'm fucking badass. What do you think of that? Did you see me up there on Alien Ant Farm? I should killed that shit. Hell yeah. Corey Feldman.
you're ugly is the other, and
Well,
really, and
you know,
fat,
I mean, I
and,
have
you know.
to say that, you know, a lot of it had to do with the kids at school, because when you go to school and you're in the entertainment business, they don't understand. So they get very jealous. So they pick on you and they put you down as if, you know, to take it out on you, because they don't understand it. They can't
Right.
say, hey, it's great what you're doing, man. They say, hey, you're a jerk and you're fat and you're ugly and nobody likes you and your mother dresses you funny.
That sounds like our YouTube comments. I don't know.
So-
We do have something in common with Corey Feldman. Holy crap.
I love the comments. You know, you're fat. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know I am.
I know. Thanks for stopping by.
I've only been rolling like that for 30 years.
Fat, check. Old, check. Drunk, check. There.
What do they say now? They
Um,
say, "Hey, nice threads."
And now they say, hey, where'd you buy that coat? You know, I mean, but that's because I dress myself. No,
We have to tell your mom.
yeah. Well, you know, and also it came from a lot from my family. I mean, there was a lot of family abuse.
Yeah,
when
you
I
didn't
was
have a real
raised.
happy background when you were a kid. No.
I could. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't
Christmas with Satan. It was weird. No.
Christmas with Satan.
Yeah.
What?
Well, no, just kind of. Never mind.
Never, not happy.
No,
huh?
it was the kind of thing like, you know, I mean, we had Hanukkah, you know, for those of you who are Jewish, we would just get a tumbleweed and put IOUs under it. I mean, it was
That's bad.
Dark power sabotage.
That's bad. Instead of what is that thing called? A dreidel? Is
A
that what you-
dreidel,
No
right.
dreidels, just tumbleweeds, huh?
that's
What is
right.
that thing?
No, it was a
That
it
thing
was a
you
punishing
people
environment.
use.
We're going to talk more with Corey Feldman when we come back right after this.
I don't know. I don't think he's changed very much. This is,
Mm,
it does it say a date? 1992.
wow. Holy smokes.
He hasn't changed that much. I think
Nope.
maybe his ego was inflated more for reasons. Because by this
He-
time he's already did what he's known for. You know what I mean?
that's-
Like he's
you're
already
right.
done the movies that's put him on the map, but that he's allowed to do cons every week. It goes to does autograph sessions. He's already done that stuff. So it's like,
He's more popular now than I think he's been in ages, but it's for the wrong reasons.
yeah. Well, if he wouldn't lie and try to manipulate every situation he finds himself in, that's the biggest thing. If he would just kind of make fun of maybe poke fun at himself a little bit and not take himself so damn serious. And
Mhm.
then he has little minions online that like do his bidding, do
Yeah.
everything that's asked of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if on the other hand, if he was more normal, then he wouldn't be
Corey Feldman.
people wouldn't cover him. And because so
I mean, that's
know.
true.
we wouldn't be talking about him.
Yeah, so it's like he gets mad at people talking about him and all this other stuff, but he kind of, I don't say eggs it on, but just him being Corey Feldman eggs it on. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yep.
100 commercials and 50 films in
100
his
commercials and 50 films.
100 commercials and 50 films. In Toronto,
Say that 3 times fast, huh?
in Toronto, working on feature number 51, Corey Feldman, who doesn't tell his age, but as we
Dark
said, it's probably lived
power
enough life to be
sabotage.
considered at least about 112. You didn't have a great childhood. I don't know how bad it was, but I read somewhere at one point, I don't know if this is true, that you took, and I have to say this because lots of time I read research and I say things to people and they go, nah, I never did that.
Huh?
You know,
What are you talking about? I
Are you
don't know
crazy?
this.
But you were so unhappy that you had your grandfather's gun.
Yeah. Oh, are we gonna get
No.
serious?
Oh, no, don't get serious, is it?
I'm leaving. No, I'm just
No, you get serious, I'll leave.
joking.
No, but you were so unhappy you had his gun and you used to put his gun to your
It's
head
true.
every night
Yeah,
and think of killing
yeah.
yourself.
Whoa,
No,
that
it's
got
true.
dark.
That is really
Lady,
unhappy.
jeez.
Yeah. No, I,
Yeah, that got dark quick.
Oh, that was uncalled for. He's like, I'm here to promote a new movie. She's like, yeah, new movie coming out next week. Anyway, Remember when you held a gun to your
power
head?
sabotage.
Yes, dark power sabotage. That woman took a left turn with this
I had
interview.
a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
problems as a kid, and I used to hold my grandfather was in World War II. Obviously, all our grandfathers were in World War II, but I used to keep his gun loaded under my bed every day and put it to my head and say that I didn't want to go on living anymore. And I would just sit there and I would cry and I'd say, why am I so fat? Why am I so ugly? Why did God do this to me? Why does everybody hate me? And
I've seen
Starting to
plenty of
relate.
power banks.
It's a good thing I don't have a grandfather with a gun.
Yeah, it's interesting where what does he have to feel that much like I'm going to pull a gun out and I don't quite understand. I honestly think that the abuse that he talks about from the industry is actually from his family.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like there's a lack of parenting here. I mean, if you have a son who's all bummed out, you should be around him and help him. It doesn't
Trying
sound
to
like he was,
figure this shit out. Yeah.
it almost sounds like he was just being used as a product.
Basically, like
Go here.
And if you're not doing what we need you to do, then you're pretty much worthless to me. So it's like he talks about all this abuse, and I think it's more from his family than it is from like outside sources, because his family wasn't looking out for him. So he immediately thought that nobody's got my back. I'm screwed. I got nothing else to do. No reason to live. The whole thing.
Yep. If the story he's telling is true, he could just be making it all up. Who knows?
I mean,
With
he
the
could
gun.
be, but he's been rolling with that story for a long time, so it's hard to keep a lie up like that if you've been rolling with it for that long.
That's
So
true.
I'm not gonna say that he hasn't done that. It's just I think he doesn't want to give up names because it's actually his family.
I got
and
you.
And he's being protective of his family.
All right. So if he had a
That's
place,
just my opinion.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
So it's Corey Haim, or it's this person, or it's the industry professionals. No, I think it was his family.
Makes
So,
sense.
I mean, it's sad, but it's just like he I just don't understand why he can't just laugh at himself. He takes everything so damn serious and real.
Yeah. Well, I think he's a bit of a narcissist, and they take themselves very, very, very seriously.
Yeah. Because I grew up that you have to laugh at yourself. You have to.
Oh yeah.
You have to have a sense of humor about yourself, because it's just like life sucks if you don't have some sort of sense of humor.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's our Corey segment right there.
We are just characters in the days of brand-new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stations in between.
All right. All right. Okay, so this gentleman right here was on a show called The Hills for MTV. I worked on the series finale of The Hills. We shot it at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood. And the girls were quote unquote annoyed with him and he's creepy. But he basically, and he'll say it in hindsight, where he turned everything up to 10 because that's what they told him to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically was given instructions, dialed it up to 10, and it was really annoying in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like, is Spencer really like that, like outside the show? And there's so many people that are like, no, he's not. He's like, because he was really freaking annoying in the show.
Well, but they should. He's acting.
He's probably annoying, but it's like, you turn that up to 10, especially in reality television, because that's what they want you to do.
Oh, okay.
Because the networks are always like, we need drama, we need people yelling at each other. Why do you think that the hip hop wives of Atlanta do so well? Because you have nothing but a bunch of black people yelling and screeching at each other, because that's what the network wants. The
Yeah,
network wants drama.
They could just film the Popeyes down the street from my apartment. It'd be cheaper.
Is there fights there?
It's a joke. There's no Popeyes near me.
So anyway, okay, so do you remember a few years ago, 2 years ago, when the huge fires burned down hundreds of houses in California?
Mm-hmm.
and he is from the Pacific Palisades and has a house there that burnt to the ground. They were at the house watching the flames start like slowly but surely heading to their house until they had to evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
So they took video of it, and then they had to evacuate, and their house got burnt to the ground.
Jesus.
So I don't know if they had money to be able to or they got insurance money. I'm not sure. So he started making daily videos, basically attacking LA City Council, the mayor, the governor, everybody. Because it's like, you guys let my house burn to the ground, and then you expect me to shut my mouth?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
Good.
So
Good for him.
now he came out, I want to say 3 months ago, and said, okay, I'm going to run for office. So he's running for office, and he's actually getting people to back him.
Oh, good.
He was on Joe Rogan the other day, and Joe Rogan endorsed him. So I've got 2 videos about him, and I wanted to bring him up before, but a lot of times it's just him talking about Pacific Palisades, and people are just like, I don't know where that is, and I don't know. But all of a sudden, he put his name in politics, where it's like, okay, you guys are going to screw me, I'm going to screw you back. So this is what these stories are about.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Fox Local Stream. I'm Marla Tejas. That right there, you know his face, you know his name. His name is Spencer Pratt, just in case you've been living under a rock in the last, decade or so. You probably know he's a candidate in the race for Los Angeles mayor, and Spencer Pratt is with me in the Fox 11 studios here in West Los Angeles. It's good to have you. We've been connecting on socials for some time, so it's nice to see you face to face.
I thought you were going to say, or living in one of Karen Bass's sewers.
The thought crossed my mind. I figured I'd leave that to you.
Yes. I just want to thank you so much for being one of the voices that helped expose the fire aid fraud and continuing that story. And that was a big piece of getting me on my journey now, just seeing the level of corruption at all layers. And that piece, the NGO, connects to the homeless industrial complex, and it's all the same spider web. So thank you for doing your incredible reporting on that.
Just, you know what, just doing my job.
No,
but I appreciate
not everybody does their jobs.
Okay, well,
He's got a point there.
He's got a point.
Let's just start there. You've had quite the career. You don't have to do this, right? You don't have to run for Los Angeles mayor. What really is the impetus for it beyond the Palisades fire? Is there something else?
Yeah, I want my children to be able to grow up in Los Angeles, just like I got to grow up here and have that same amazing life in this incredible city. And I didn't want to run for mayor, and nobody stepped up and was saying anything that I needed to hear. Nobody was saying, I'm going to be a mandate for change. I am going to stop what is happening to the city. So I had no choice.
Name recognition plays
Good luck with that.
Huge part in this. And,
I mean, we talk about on our little part of the interwebs, and we talk about, a calling. Maybe this is his calling. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Oh, no, I'm not ragging him for doing it. I'm just saying a Republican mayor of Los Angeles that'd be something.
So I don't know if he's, the way he speaks, it sounds like he's Republican. But I don't know. He's not a whack job. I know that.
Yeah.
He could be moderate Democrat. I don't know.
No, their current mayor is a whack job. Anybody was better than her.
Yeah, Karen
She's
Bass
an idiot. Yeah.
He's a complete moron.
You have significant name recognition out there. Yet, with that said, there has not been an incumbent who has lost re-election in the city of Los Angeles since James Hahn in 2005. So it's been more than 20 years. How do you overcome that hill?
I would say it's probably over 50 years that an incumbent.
He has to overclimb the corruption. You can't sit there, and I don't live in LA anymore. You live in outside of DC.
Correct.
You can't tell me that you haven't seen the downfall of California and then be like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh, it's amazing. It's like, you have to be a complete idiot to not see it.
Yep.
And regardless if you're a Democrat or Republican, why would people vote for the bullshit? I don't understand.
I get it if you don't work and you get free money from the Democrats, then I get why you would vote for the Democrats. But if you're actually a 9-to-5er, I don't know if you generate money and pay taxes. I have no clue why you'd vote for Democrats in LA.
Yeah, I don't get it because I want to keep more money in my pocket. That's my concern is to put money in my pocket, make sure I pay my rent, make sure I pay my bills, put some food in my belly. Like those are like be safe. Like those are everybody's way. They want to be safe and have a house to live in and all kinds of other stuff. I don't understand why it's like, you know what? I'm going to go completely on the opposite side of things and just vote for some bullshit. I
blame white women, as always.
Oh yeah, I mean,
also he is a Republican.
Oh, is he running as a Republican? Okay.
Has had as low as approval rating as Mayor Karen Bass. So I think the hill doesn't exist actually, because if you look at the polls, obviously polls are
right,
in my opinion, all made up. But even the
made
up ones show 50%.
It's making
undecided.
sense
To me. That's
well, you can go to a mall or what used to be a mall, go to 50 people and be like, oh, they said they were Democrat, or they said they were Republican. It's like polls are worthless. Because it's like no matter where you go, there's going to be some sort of bias. It's like going to a college campus, taking a poll, and being like, "Well, I'm surprised that they're Democrats." It's like, you kidding me?
Not undecided. They know they don't want Karen Bass. They're just waiting to hear the message that I'm going to be sharing with them. The common sense change to Los Angeles. That's what those undecided people are waiting. So I have many weeks to get to those people. Tell them we're done with this way of LA. I'm stopping this.
So one of the polls here, the most recent one, Berkeley Institute of Governmental Studies, Los Angeles Times poll, Bass is in the lead with 25%. Nikki Rahman at 17%, and then you're third there with 14%. This one says roughly 25% of voters are undecided. So in that 25% is who you're really going to go after. You have not been quiet about the fact that the council itself, there's no one that you find satisfactory. Is that a good strategy to go into this? Because you're going to need the support of the council once you become, if in fact you are elected mayor.
Absolutely not. In my opinion, what I need is accountability. And that's what the constituents want from all the city council. They need a mayor that calls out the entire city council for what they are failing at, and they're failing across the board. So no more business as usual.
And that's the same council that just created the Stop Nick Shirley Act. It's the same one.
Yeah,
a bunch of corrupt women. The entire thing.
I appreciate that this guy's trying to do what he thinks is right and what I think Los Angeles needs, but there's, to me, like a 1% chance he has any success.
It's an uphill battle. But here's the thing: is they have it where they've manipulated the process of electing their officials always to sway one way. But what happened is the top candidates for the Democrats actually bowed out of the race. So there's actually 2 Republicans that are at the top of the list, and they can't do anything about it. So they might have a Republican mayor for the first time in like 25 years or 30 years or whatever the shit it was.
That would be insane. A Republican mayor.
They tried to stack the deck, and then a couple of them had to drop out. For one guy had sex allegations, another person did something else. So yeah, it's crazy. Like they tried to stack the deck, and now they have 2 Republicans that may become mayor. Yeah, it's crazy.
We'll see.
In the streets.
Just going to accept all these failures. We need a mayor that isn't just,
I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm listening.
And we can do photo ops, once a month at a park or whatever. No. Again, I'll work with all these city council members to make sure they're doing their job for Angelenos. And I hope we can get some progress.
You've also talked about having common sense outsiders as part of your administration. Are there any names that you would want to throw out there? Maybe 3 names that you could publicly cite that you would want on your administration?
One thing we've learned about Karen Bass, what she did with the fire chief, Chief Crowley, firing her in retaliation for telling the truth. There's a lot of people that are involved that have connections to the city in some way or family, and they're all in fear of retaliation from Karen Bass. So they've asked me to just hold off until later in the journey to come forward with who these players are in this game, but I have some solid teammates with lots of years of experience in Los Angeles pre-Mayor Karen Bass.
Okay, so when the cameras are off and you're consulting with your team, who's the smartest room that Spencer Pratt turns to? You're not ready to name any of those names just yet.
They've asked me not to.
Okay. Okay.
It's fear of retaliation is very real, to the point where all the firefighters that came to me as whistleblowers were concerned about telling the truth from the negligence that they would be fired. So it's not a made up, it's not a conspiracy. We watched it happen with Chief Crowley. It's in her lawsuit against Mayor Karen Bass that she says she was fired for telling the truth. So, I understand why people are nervous, but a public figure that people love to talk about, of course, I would bring Rick Caruso in to help with building and permits and his expertise. There's plenty of people like that are all over the city that are ready to get LA to look like it's supposed to look like. So that's an easy list to put together.
You've also gone on the record, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you would want to essentially get rid of the police commission and the fire commission.
No, I would put in.
Commissioners.
Correct. I would remove the puppeteer, random people that have political-ish roles. I would put my own experts in the field. And not only that, I've talked to some very, let's say, famous former chiefs in police and fire department who would be willing to join these commissions. We need experts on these commissions, not political figure, relationship, favor type people.
And I believe, looking at the city charter, that the council could in fact veto that.
The council is not going to veto top people. And if they do, then we'll go to the public and we'll make clear to the voters for their future elections that this candidate to be on the police commission or the fire commission and this expertise, so-and-so at the city council doesn't want them. You should know that. But
so I've got one more video we're going to watch about it.
Another candidate who has officially entered the race for mayor of Los Angeles. New at 5, Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda explains this candidate's background is not politics, but television.
Candidates are filing to run for office, and today TV personality Spencer Pratt came to the city clerk's office and filed to run for mayor of Los Angeles.
we have no other choice. So it's pretty simple. We can't do 4 more years of Karen Bass.
Pratt announced his candidacy on the anniversary of the Palisades fire. Best known for The Hills, he is challenging incumbent Karen Bass and running on a platform focused on criticizing the government response to the destroyed his home.
Look at that.
What everybody wants. Quality of life, affordability.
Could you imagine that would fire up anybody, right? If there was something that was heading towards your house that you can't stop.
Yeah.
Except for when they had to evacuate and then watch your house literally burn to the ground.
Couldn't imagine.
That would put a fire, pun intended, up anybody's ass. I would think.
I agree.
Go on everything that the mayor has said she wants to do. She's had 4 years to do it, and everything is worse.
Karen Bass held her State of the City yesterday at the Expo, and it looked more like a campaign kickoff event.
It was about we love LA, right? Because we're together.
Another possible candidate is Supervisor Lindsay Horvath. She just created a new account on X called Lindsay for LA and issued a statement saying, in part, being asked by constituents, community leaders, and those longing for a better Los Angeles to consider a run for mayor at this time weighs heavily on my heart and my commitment to being of service. I am listening carefully and seriously both to those who are urging me to enter this race and to those who are eager to continue the work we've begun together at the county. Pratt says he hopes Horvath runs and wants to see her battle Karen Bass.
I can't wait for her to announce, because I can't wait for those two to argue about who's worse at their job. They're both career politicians that have continued to fail taxpayers.
Candidates can declare their intention to run for office until this Saturday, February 7th at noon. Then they have to start gathering signatures to be able to get on the ballot. In downtown Los Angeles, I'm Carlos Granda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that.
All right, well, good luck for that guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah.
So it's like him being a Republican, but again, you have to give the credit, regardless if you like the guy or not. You have to give him credit for watching his house burn to the ground and want to do something to change it or to mess up somebody's world. I mean, yeah.
Yep, he's not just sitting on his ass and bitching about stuff. He's actually trying to do something.
That is true. Okay, so we love the Baldwins, or we like to make fun of the Baldwins, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
So this Stephen Baldwin is probably the most active out of all the Baldwins. Probably Stephen and then Alec. And then some of the other Baldwins will post stuff, but it's sort of like they'll just post it whenever they want to. But Stephen Baldwin, he posts all the time.
He's out there
so
hustling.
We're gonna watch a couple of his little videos that he makes.
Okay.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, just wait a second.
Oof.
I know this dude.
Cody Rhodes.
That's what I thought it was.
Wait a second.
Like he has these little voices that he does, and it's like, where are you going with this stuff?
I think he's trying. I don't know. I really don't know.
He's doing some work out in the yard.
Should I do some more? Should I do some more? I think so. But you're not helping me at all.
He's just walking around with no shoes on.
Bruh.
I mean, at least he does his own work. You got to give him that.
But why are you filming this?
I don't know.
Who? What was that? Who's that for?
I don't know.
First off, TikTok is for like 15-year-olds. What 15-year-old girl is going to?
Because I started posting shorts on TikTok.
Well, you're trying to hype stuff. You have a thing. This guy's just digging a hole.
He's doing a bird.
Fascinating.
Three.
I guess. See, look it. I started an Instagram account about a month ago. I would not normally be on Instagram because I'm too old, but I have a band. So I started an Instagram account for the band, and I post the songs and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't be caught dead as however old he is. He's got to be like 50, right?
Oh, yeah. He's got to be in his 50s or 60s.
Okay, so let's say he's my age, mid-50s, out in his backyard hanging bird food from his tree and making goofy faces with Rockin' Robin in the background. I'm like, how old are you? I'm like, what?
And this is the last one of the new ones.
There's no audio.
To Hulu,
there we go.
to Hollywood. It is. You'll see.
Oh, he didn't do the smile. He didn't do the smile.
I don't know. I guess I don't get TikTok. Maybe it's just me.
I don't get it either. I mean, like I said, I literally do clips because it's like I can formulate them in StreamYards, and then I'll post them on TikTok. I'll post them on Instagram. I'll post them on YouTube Shorts. Just kind of help promote the show, you know?
Yeah, but you're not going to get out in your backyard and start bouncing on a trampoline to, We Are the World and film. I mean,
you're never going to see me like in a TikTok video going, like what?
I don't know. I think. Well, I think
like,
also
Derek is off his damn mind.
Also, I am not a weed enjoyer, so maybe you have to be high to get it, which I am not.
I
But
think he
Steve-
might be a microdoser or something. You know
I
what I
have
mean?
to
Where
be.
he's always constantly got a little buzz on. Could be
Maybe
that.
I ain't judging. I'm just saying maybe that fires off some sort of part of your brain that wants you to make 15-year-old girl TikTok videos. I don't know.
Yeah, because okay, so our show audience is basically from 25 to like 60.
Mm-hmm.
So our audience is a little older.
Uh-huh.
So I understand where because of the conversations that we talk about, the videos that we comment on, the shorts that I make, it's usually for an older crowd. I wouldn't mind if some younger kids were, like what we're doing, but for the most part, it's for an older crowd.
Right.
Like TikTok is, there's an older crowd that actually watches TikTok videos. So it's like, I want to try to get some of those to come over and watch our YouTube show. You know what I mean? But it's just like, for the most part, TikTok is for younger people.
I think
His
so.
show is not for younger people.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like the stuff that he talks about is about the stuff that we talk about. Because you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't understand what audience he's trying to go for.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I think he's just baked 24/7. I think that's what it is, and he's just
Or he's so bored. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make goofy faces in the camera. You know, what I
maybe
mean?
that could be it too. I don't know.
I mean, it could be it. I don't know.
Well, he looks happy, so good for him.
Yeah. Speaking about somebody who's baked out of his mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was on 420, and he did a club random, and he's talked to one of his buddies, and they started a business together, and they're talking about it, and both of them are high as hell.
The few filmmakers I would speak up for more. I mean, I would love to meet him. One of the few I would love to.
Oh, really? Well, he's what he's talking about.
I'm just saying.
Well,
you for the entertainment.
Shocker. Woody Harrelson and Bill Maher are high.
What a great, amazing career with different phases, and what a, Anyway, they hate him in Hollywood because he's, sort of a Republican. It's like, oh, come on. Really? Do you have to fucking obsess about that? He's not.
Well, because I live in Texas, dude. I mean, I'm meeting. It's all day long. I'm hanging with Republicans, and you just don't talk about. Let's just not talk about it. I don't want to talk about Trump.
No,
I don't want to talk about Biden.
See, he says that, but anytime that he's up for a role or something, he always says that he's not for Trump and all this other stuff. Long time no see, buddy. How are you?
Hey, Scorpio.
So Woody Harrelson always wags that tail when he needs to. But for the most part, he doesn't talk about politics, but when he needs something, that little tail wags.
I'm trying to come up with a theory as to why some people who are old can handle smoking weed and some can't. And here's my theory, Derek. Ready? You have to have an IQ above a certain amount to be able to handle it. Bill Maher, very smart guy. He can get away with smoking weed because even if his brain drops 10 IQ points, he's still pretty smart.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're around like 90, 85 IQ and you smoke weed, you just turn into a drooling moron.
And Bill Maher, regardless of I like his takes or not, he's very quick-witted. He's very sharp. Like if there's something said, boom, he's on it. Boom, he's on it. Boom, he's on it. You know what I mean? Scorpio, we did the Corey Feldman stuff like first. We showed Julio's new music video, and then we did the Corey stuff at the beginning.
That's right, Scorpio. Check out the Prominent Citizens on YouTube. Check out our new single.
So yeah, Bill Maher is very sharp. Where if somebody says something, he's got you. He'll rebuttal you. He'll give you facts. So I do appreciate that, even though most of the stuff that he says is ridiculous. Every so often, he does have one that gets through the goalie, and I actually agree with. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, I hear you.
Me, as you know, I'm an anarchist.
That's how most.
So I don't.
Right. Right. You're an anarchist.
I am.
Stop it.
I don't believe in government. Government's fucked.
Okay. Well, agree.
Every once in a while, there's a good.
And we have talked about this before. Woody Harrelson's father was in the mob and was a mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
and went to prison for a very long time. So of course he doesn't believe in government.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The government took his father, booted him into prison.
Yep. Good point.
There's a good government every once in a while.
Okay, I mean,
When's the last good government you saw?
almost all democratic governments are way better than anarchy. Anarchy is, have you seen all those movies that take place like after the war, the big war, the apocalyptic event, and now it's, it's just this bleak landscape.
But yeah, they were the podcast is for like an hour and a half. And I'm like, oh, I can't take this for an hour and a half. I'll just grab one of the clips.
Not interested in watching two old stoners yak it up for 60 minutes. No thanks.
Yeah, but in the podcast, they talked about, because they're co-owners of a business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a weed business or if it's some other type of business.
Woody Harrelson is very, very vocal and heavily into the hemp industry.
Okay,
so
it's
my
probably
hunch
related.
it's hemp related. As a matter of fact, his sweater, I would bet dollars to donuts, is a hemp sweater,
Okay.
and his little pajama pants are probably hemp. He's all into that scene.
And they were talking about doing business in LA and how terrible it is, and the city doesn't help them. So there was a lot of that type of conversation. But like I said, it's two old guys just completely roasted out of their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So last weekend was Coachella.
Yes.
And Coachella, for people that are in LA, Nevada, Las Vegas, it's like Christmas morning or Christmas weekend for these people.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically gives everybody a reason to party their ass off and get frickin' stoned.
Sure.
But here's the thing, is there is a rich side of Coachella, and then there is a po people side of Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a video that we're going to watch first that is talking about the differences between the rich Coachella and then the po Coachella.
All right. Sounds interesting.
Is Coachella even fun if you're living like you're in District 9 of the Hunger Games?
The camping safari area, people bring their inflatable pools and fill them up, and it's really cute, and decorate their tents. The bathrooms are right there, and then these are the showers. I'm gonna show you guys the walk to our tent from the bathrooms.
Now, keep in mind, she's there early. Could you imagine what that looks like when you got 50,000 people high off their ass?
Couldn't imagine what it smells like. Jeez.
Oh, it probably is rank.
Yep.
So ours is around that way. I'm gonna go this way because these are really cute. Look at this one. They decorated, they're so cute.
Our setup, that's our shower, that's our door. Ooh, I have SZA over here since I love SZA. That is kind of another door, but we don't really go through that. Trash can, grills, Logan. Table, snacks, water for our showers, ice chest.
Okay, my friend just got out of the shower, but the water cut out with her shampoo and conditioner in her hair, so now she has to do this. Wet rat. Thank you, Coachella, again.
No. Don't sit there and say thank you, Coachella.
No.
You know what this is like before you go there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is, you've got the rich people section, and then you got the po folks section, which is disgusting. So it's don't blame Coachella because you already know what the shit is.
I will say, though, as much as I really don't like music festivals, if I were 19 or in my early 20s, I'd probably go solely to try to get laid.
Even with the filth, you'd still try to put some moves on a girl?
Probably. There's going to be one good hippie out of the bunch, so sure, why not? Take a chance.
Awesome.
I'm camping at Coachella for the very first time, and I wanted to bring a piece of my apartment out into the desert. I already set up the canopies, but let's set up the rest. Of course, we got to start with the tarp, and did I bring an entire rug out into the desert? Yes. I was really going for like classic vintage camping site, but a little bit more elevated, so I just brought this folding table, put this tablecloth on top for some color, and no campsite's complete without a bed that I, of course, had to add my personal touch to. And for seating, I brought this director's chair.
Oh, he screams homosexual. He screams it.
Which makes me angry, not because he's gay, because I don't care about that, but he's got a nice setup. He could get some chicks if he liked them. Check out my.
That's why some other dudes.
Well, okay, good on him. He's probably good. That's going to work on him. I'm just saying, if he was straight, he could pull some nice girls back and like check out my tent, all this bed and all this stuff.
So I'll give him. It's less filth than everyone else. You want to hook up?
Yeah. So let's say this guy is definitely going to get laid at Coachella, just not by.
He's setting up. Animal, mineral, vegetable, dude, girl, it doesn't matter. He's getting laid.
And a few collapsible chairs. And as much as I wanted a vintage cooler, I couldn't find one in time, so this one's gonna have to do. I did,
gotta give him credit
find
for
this
that.
really cool vintage trunk for all of my clothes that I packed in. And there was no way this tourist was gonna go a whole weekend without a whole bunch of snacks. The table was looking a little bare, so I set up some knickknacks. Just kept it classic Coachella cowboy vintage. And then I used my cowboy hats that I'm wearing this weekend as decor, and even tied a few of my bandanas on the wall. And it just felt right to grab this little cactus when I was packing for the trip. And I even have a little shower set up.
Shit, whatever, I might stay in that tent. What do you think of that,
I'm really
Derek?
happy with how it turned out. What do you think? I think I successfully brought my home into the desert, and I think I'm in for a pretty cozy weekend if you ask me.
All right, you guys. At night when I go to bed, this is how I set up my space. And I'm gonna close this. Anyway.
Somebody's harshing out over there.
Yeah, they're
Is that Stephen Baldwin? On the other end?
Yeah, it's Stephen Baldwin. And... nice painted nails, dude.
Even straight guys do that nowadays, I heard. It's weird. Our country's doomed, Derek.
About this director
station and our power station, as well as our cooling
it's just
station.
a pile.
How's it going? Guess what act he's gonna see later? Impossible to know. And on the inside of our luxurious
See, these are my people here.
experience,
That's what
you
you're rolling
see
with.
Oh, they got a
Coors
we
Lights.
have incredibly comfortable deflated air mattresses and a third sleeping bag because we are sharing. Here you'll see our director's chairs purchased from Walmart. Really gives that vintage classic camping site.
I love it.
Men used to go to war.
Welcome to our crib.
What did he say? Men used to go to war.
Our
That was his
shower
last.
and changing room. A lot of our bags are still in the car. And then our Yeti cooler, of course. We had tent difficulties, so we're sleeping outside. Our chairs with our portable radio and charger. A pop-up table, towels, drinks, our dry food coolers, our stove set up with the propane, cooking stuff.
Bye. See you next year.
Now that I'm finished camping at Coachella, I thought I'd give you my full review on their newest product, Ready Set Tent. This package was sold to me as everything I'd need to camp: the tent, sleeping bags, air mattress, and a light. But trust me when I tell you I needed so much more. The temperatures reached 105 degrees, and at 7:30 we were all forced outside of our tent to try to find shade that we could continue to sleep in. The interior of the tent reached about 200 degrees and all of our toiletries melted, including the lids and plastic bottles. On a good note, the porta potties were located right at our campsite. Unfortunately, they were
that whole area has just got a cloud of just stank. Just disgusting stank. It's terrible.
Beside the tent and often didn't smell so great. And then there were the service vehicles that drove day and night, creating so much dust. At nighttime, if the vehicles didn't keep you awake, the generators did. For these lights, the lights that they kept on all throughout the night. You could never tell if it was day or nighttime in your tent. Everything was lit up bright orange. The total package cost me about 1,000 Canadian dollars, and as a first-time camper, it definitely was not a very favorable experience.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Okay, so we just got to our safari tent. There's 2 beds, 2 nightstands, mirror, a little hanging thing for your clothes, little AC unit, little table here, fridge, a trash can, and like a little bar area, I guess. This is the whole tent.
Yes, that's a bar area, girl.
I'll show you guys.
Well, I guess it's a bar
outside.
area.
It's a bar area.
Chairs.
Jeez, look at that. That looks comfy.
There was people that were paying $5,000 to $10,000 for the weekend. It was more for celebrities to go out there and just show off, basically.
Yeah, be seen. Yep. Nah, dude, I'd hang out with those other bros with the Coors Light and all that. That'd be my angle.
With just a pile of stuff.
Yeah.
These are going to be our neighbors.
All right, we're gonna go get breakfast right now, and I was
But
gonna show you guys what
the
they
classic
offered for
stuff.
breakfast.
If you've got this and they're all fancy and everything, and then you go to the freaking poor area and it's just nothing but a tent that's blown over.
Okay, we're on our way to the
See,
breakfast.
I go with my
area.
boys to the
It's in
poor
this tent
area
right
with the
here that
Coors
has
Light,
AC
and then I
unit.
try to find one of these girls with
in
the
there.
like the mansion, the tent mansion, and hook up with them. Yeah.
It's super chill in this area, and so far we've really enjoyed it because of just how chill it is. And
Bro, we love music. You make music.
Yes.
I would not spend $5,000 or $10,000 for a fucking Coachella weekend.
I wouldn't go for free.
there's some eggs, potatoes, there's bacon, sausage.
All right.
Yeah, this is
They have
the
some, like,
the
parfaits,
streamer.
and they have an omelet bar.
This is what they
where
want
make
you
your
to
omelets
say.
for
Oh,
you.
I want to go to Coachella, and you
Sure.
go in there and you just it stank. I mean, it's all bougie and like,
First
oh,
night at
everything's so
Coachella,
great.
I am not doing well. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, girl. People made it look so easy. Me and my best friend are not doing well. One of the canopies that we bought was broken. That was off to a bad start. We waited 6.5 hours in line for security to let us in.
Holy shit.
I contemplated leaving and getting a hotel room. I'm not really
That would have been
a
smart.
nature girly, you know? My
Yeah.
house stays on 68.
Oh, and you know damn well they jacked up the price of the hotel.
Sure.
Good. And also, the camping spot tour will be posted soon. It's just, it doesn't look good right now. And I don't know if it's going to change, but
I mean, can you stop eating for a second while you're talking? Is that possible?
I know that's a thing. You don't like the eating and watching people eat on video.
It's rude to me. It is my thing, though.
we're going to have a good Welcome to my crib. We're car camping at Coachella. This is the entrance. You have to take your shoes off before you come in. Over here to the left is our sleeping situation. It's super comfortable. Over here is our kitchen. We got our refrigerators. We got some drinks. And here we got some food. Over here we got our dining table. We have our pantries down here. We got a little bit of snacks. This is more of like the carby food. Over here we have our stuff drawer. It just has stuff in it. Here's our vanity. This is where we're gonna get ready. There's just some more stuff, like the shower stuff. This little power bank so we can do our hair, charge our phones and all of that. We got our living room area. This is it. Super comfy, super cozy. I did bring a rug because it was recommended and that was like the best thing that we did. And then we have our bathroom and our shower. You can check it out. This is the floor mat. You could hang your towel. We also have a shower bag in here. I just filled it up. Here we just have
That's just too much.
You know what they need to do, Derek? They need to. They go, oh, you kids think you're camping? Here, we're going to release a few bears into the campground. We'll see how you handle this.
Rich people
Bitch.
camping at Coachella and non-rich people is
$30,000.
so funny because I saw a video of this like rich guy doing an antique style for his camping or whatever, and he brought in expensive decorations, had it all lined up, like it just looked really expensive. And meanwhile, I've seen people who aren't rich struggling in that hot ass with just a fan and 2 blankets. And then I also saw a video of like the rich people in their showers, like they can like, you know, pay for like this like sort of like private shower thing. Meanwhile, the people who don't have that money, they're waiting in these lines for like an hour, hour and a half just to bathe themselves. And then the rich people setups, they have everything. Like they have real beds, they have snacks, food, some of them have couches. Like it makes it feel like it's actually a home, even though they're still at Coachella. And it's funny because I've seen so many videos about how like the wait times have been like insane or like the food prices are outrageous. But the rich people, they don't deal with that. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was going to Coachella, I would have to do it their way. And I just feel like their experience is probably a lot more enjoyable and also more calm, right? Because they're not dealing with so many other people like having to wait in these like really long lines. And when it comes to the prices, they can just buy it. They're not stressing over how much they want to spend. They're just doing this. They're camping because they want to camp. A lot of other people are camping because that's their really only option for where to stay.
Here's a tour of my car camping site for Coachella 2025. So obviously this year I'm with a group, but thankfully I was placed on the end. So these are separate neighbors. But this is what I've got going on this year. I've got my area for my clothes. This is where I'll be sleeping. Inside of my Easy Up, I'm going to put all
These
the
people
walls
are
down at
these
night, so it'll
kids.
feel like
I'm going to be
sleeping in
old
a
man yelling at
room.
clouds, Derek, in a minute.
Go ahead and do it. Bring it.
Listen, I know I'm an old man yelling at the clouds. Do you know what we used to do when I was 19, 20? We'd all be drunk at like midnight on a Friday night, and we go, let's get in the car and go to the beach. With no hotel, no nothing. We would drive 2.5 hours to Ocean City, Maryland, and with nothing except beer. That was it. No food, no money, no hotel, and just, I don't know, rough it.
Lived, L-I-V-I-N.
Just sleep on the beach, whatever, try to hook up with some girls that might hook you up with some food.
Yeah.
Adventure. This even the poor people are bougie.
Yeah, it's nothing but a flex. It's like, well, I can live at Coachella for a week and not be a problem. Meanwhile, there's people literally just in fucking muck and shit.
Yeah, we did not, on our beach trips, our broke-ass beach trips, we did not bring toiletries. And this is my toiletries. No, there's none of that.
No.
Cram as much beer into the trunk as you possibly can and point your car towards the beach and hit the gas.
This is Madonna and her Coachella experience.
She's gotten very embarrassing.
67 years old and she's having a Coachella experience.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shouldn't she just be kicking her legs back saying, I had a hell of a run. It's time to just kick it.
This is similar to how I
experience kicking it.
This is very similar to how I feel about the clip we watched earlier with Bill Maher and Woody Harrelson getting high as kites.
Yeah.
I know I'm wrong. I know people don't like this take, but I'm like, you're 60. Shouldn't you have stopped smoking weed about 40 years ago? It's not an adult habit.
Yeah.
It is now. I know I'm wrong.
Or something to go for it because it
There's
does.
People I love smoke weed, but that's just in my gut. That's my feeling. I'm like, drink some. I don't know.
But she's
I
not.
don't know.
She's not smoking weed because it helps with pain. She's literally having a Coachella experience with a fur coat on. Isn't she an animal rights activist or something?
I don't know what she is. I don't think she knows what she is anymore.
And the people next to her are just like, it's Madonna, huh?
That is funny. They're paying her no mind whatsoever. They're like, whatever. Who's this crazy old broad next to me dancing?
No, those are probably all her people. Those are probably all security guards or something.
Well, that dude in the black shirt and the black pants that's kind of looking on the left, he strikes me as being a security guy.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to bother Madonna nowadays anyway. She can go out without security. Who the fuck cares?
Okay, so this is the last clip I have about Coachella. And Justin Bieber has an interesting journey when it comes to the entertainment industry. Some say, and it's never been proven, that he was heavily abused by people in the industry because he was a young man who got basically discovered by YouTube. Like they discovered who he was from YouTube.
He's a Disney guy, right? Too, wasn't he on the Disney Channel or something like that?
I think so. Like, he was mostly a YouTuber, and then he started hanging around rappers and all kinds of stuff. That, in my opinion, I think they took advantage of him.
Sure.
And it's never been officially where he comes out and says it, but just his actions and the way that he acts sometimes, where it's just like he's got big time trauma.
He was
trauma
when he was young, and all the girls liked him because he was, teenager.
Yeah.
He was the nicest, kindest, presenting, clean-cut kid you'd ever see.
Yes.
Just a sweet boy, I guess you would say. Very
and the
well-mannered.
Love that people love Justin Bieber because he's very clean cut. Yes.
And then fast forward, 15 years, and I'm like, what? He's covered in tattoos head to toe. He's hanging out with rap. I mean, he's been through some shit.
So he's been in and out of jail multiple times. He was at Coachella singing his songs.
All right.
Then all of a sudden, he started singing a song about Jesus.
At Coachella?
At Coachella.
Oh.
People were flipping out.
That's the most anti-Jesus place I can think of is Coachella. That's a den of degeneracy.
So I give him credit for going into basically the belly of the beast and screaming about Jesus. So this is what this is him. It's only 1 minute and 8 seconds, but he literally went in there and basically, I don't think it was a religious song. I think it was a religious song that he created. So it was an original song, but he was still talking about Jesus and everything else. You know what I mean?
Short. I try to be stronger, but there's just those days when I'm weak. I let go of trying harder and doing better. I trust that God's in control, and He loves me for who I am, and where I am in my life right now. I hold on to Jesus, the sinless one, who gave his life so that I could truly live in freedom.
So, of course, the Justin Bieber slappies are going to be all about what he does.
Sure.
But there was a lot of people that were freaking out, saying this bullshit. He's bringing his religion to Coachella and all this other stuff. I thought that was kind of mild, relatively.
If it's genuine, then good on him. But that's an if from me. Could be performative Christianity. There's a lot of that out there nowadays. People.
Yeah, but we talked about this before. What is the benefit of him doing that at Coachella, which is the belly of the freaking Satan beast?
To get attention and get noticed. But I mean, maybe
people are talking about him and not in a positive light.
Yeah. You know what, though? I will say Justin Bieber has talent. Have you ever seen him play the drums?
Oh, no.
That dude kills it on the drums. Like a legit,
really?
He's amazing. So I always kind of liked him because I'm like,
He's
I know
got
he does
talent. There's no denying
a lot of talent. He's very talented.
He's just got a lot of baggage that he deals with, and eventually it's going to come. I mean, it's already come out with him being in trouble and getting arrested and all kinds of other stuff.
Yep. Well, he was teen idol #1 back in the day. So it's probably hard for young people to be that popular. It's like Corey Feldman.
That early, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this next one is Seth Rogen is basically talking about that he's actually glad that he didn't have children. So I was like, I don't know if we're going to bring this, but I was like, you know what? It'd be nice to have Julio's perspective.
Well, you already know what it's going to be, but okay.
You don't have any kids. I do not. That has helped me succeed as well. Definitely.
For the record, I hate his fucking laugh.
I don't like it. Again, he's a little too far on the stoner side for me to enjoy.
Huge thing I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Which is raising children.
People, obviously, someone will be listening, but yeah, but it would make you happier. You know, someone might say that. I'm trying to rebuttal.
I don't think it would. I've been around, obviously, a lot of children. I'm not ignorant to what it's like to. I've seen everyone I know has kids. I see. I'm 40 again. You know, like it's not. I know. You know, I've some of my friends have had kids for decades. You know, some people want kids. Some people don't want kids. I think a lot of people have kids before they even think about it. From what I've seen, honestly, you just are told. You go through life. You get married. You have kids. It's what happens. And me and my wife were just, neither of us were like that, you know, and
selfish.
Honestly,
I think so.
The older we get, the more happy and reaffirmed we are with our choice to not have kids. Like it was something we kind of talked about more, and we were like, "Are we made the right choice? Are we sure?" Now, if more than anything, the conversation is like, honestly, thank God we don't have children. We get to do whatever we want. We are in the prime of our lives. We are smarter than we've ever been. We understand ourselves more than we ever have.
Hit pause real quick, Derek, if you don't mind. I know it's short, but I want you to read that quote that's right in the middle of that, and that nails it.
Freedom versus fulfillment.
Yeah, it says, yes, you may be more free without children, but there's no career that's more fulfilling than being a parent. See, that dude gets it.
Yeah.
That is very well said.
We have the capacity to achieve a level of work and a level of communication and care for one another and a lifestyle we can live with one another that we've never been able to live before. And we can just do that. And we don't have to raise a child, which the world does not need right now.
See, the last part about they don't need right now. I hate this people that have the attitude where it's like, well, I'm not going to have children because Donald Trump is the president.
No, I agree. It's ridiculous. Short-sighted.
Because that's almost what he was alluding at. He didn't come out and say that, but it's just like, well, the world's going to shit right now, so we're not going to have kids anyway. It's like, okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's as somebody with children, and you know my priorities, Derek. Even like my kids come first, period. And so I'm older now, and my kids are all grown with their own lives, so I have complete freedom. But the best parts of my life are when I spend time with them. I couldn't imagine not having them, and I feel bad for people like Seth Rogen who can have them and decide to be selfish and focus on themselves. Yeah. I think it's Derek, it's literally to me what we're here for.
Yes.
As human beings.
And what was it like, and you can choose to how much, when your first child was born, like what was that, what was that feeling like?
It was like I'd witnessed a miracle. That's the closest I think. Yeah. It was, I'm going to get choked up, Derek, but just because I'm remembering it, you know.
Yeah.
To see a human come out of somebody I loved the way it is, just like, it was mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. You can't
like,
put words to it.
I couldn't believe it. It was, you know, I'd seen videos and I went through all the Lamaze classes with my wife and all that stuff. But
it's different when it's the person you love that you're married to, and
to be there with her for 18 hours was the labor the first time, and hold her hand and give her ice chips to keep her cool. I mean, it was just the best. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's funny. We were so good at it that our fourth kid, I'll give you a little story. So our first two children were born in the hospital. Our second two were born at home. My wife wanted to try a home birth with they call them a nurse, midwife, doula, whatever it's called.
Okay.
I was nervous about that because the birth of my second child in the hospital was a rough one. Like he almost didn't make it. And I was like, we should be anyways.
Yeah, you should be in the hospital.
Right. So we got through our first home birth, and I'm like, okay, all right, that went well. So we were about to have our fourth child. And so I'm up in the bedroom where she was gonna give birth. And I'm like, okay, well, what can I do for you, hon? And she's like, I'm good. Like, You don't have to be here. I'm like, okay. She goes, if you're going to chill out in the kitchen, she goes, I'll have the midwife yell when the baby's born and you can order us lunch. I'm like, all right.
That's funny.
So I was like an old hand by that point. So I just chilled out. Then I got a yell, all right, she's here. Went in and met my daughter and ordered pizza. But
it's one of those things where he chooses not to have a moment where the world is bigger than him. Because him being so narcissistic that he can't deal with the fact that there's something that's greater than he is.
You put it perfectly. I agree with you 1,000%. It's wrong to me not have children.
I talk about it ad nauseum. I wasn't able to have kids because of cancer. Cancer took that away from me. But it's like if it didn't take it away from me, I would want that. I would
of course
want to have one child and say, yes, like there's something that's out there that's greater than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad Seth Rogen has his freedom and he can roll around and smoke weed while he's 50 with this. I mean, it's just pathetic. I will say I'm glad that he didn't sire any children. Maybe I'm a little glad about that. But no, anybody listening, go forth and procreate. It's the best thing in the world. Don't be an idiot and don't be selfish and don't be self-centered. It's not about you. It's about what you leave behind, and you leave behind your kids.
Yeah.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
Oh, no problem. I knew I wanted that when I saw the clip because I was like, I don't know if we're going to talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it.
Well, you know how fired up I get about that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so yesterday, this gentleman decided to get arrested in a deadly hit and run accident. He plays professional baseball.
Baseball player is behind bars in Manatee County, charged in yesterday's hit and run on I-75 that killed a semi-truck driver.
Oh, no.
Year-old father of four.
Damn it.
18-year-old Jonathan Matos Morales, a minor leaguer in the Atlanta Braves organization, is charged with vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of a deadly crash. The Florida Highway Patrol says it was actually the team that turned him in last night. As the investigation continues, Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon spoke with the victim's grieving family, who says he had a heart of gold.
Judy Thomas can't believe her son is gone.
Hard work is the breadwinner.
By phone from her new Smyrna home, Thomas told me Stavion Albert Facey lived for his family, including his 4 children.
Everybody can call on him. He's a kind-hearted person.
Her son worked to build a better life, becoming a truck driver, saving up and purchasing his own rig while starting a business with his cousin. On Monday morning, Thomas says her son headed out on I-75 around 6 a.m., carrying a load on a semi with his cousin following behind. About half an hour later, she received a call that changed everything.
They tried to save the vehicle and they flipped right.
That's crazy. You saw the truck like...
Trying to figure out which car was at fault. I'm assuming it's the hit and run guy, but just because he fled the scene doesn't mean the accident was his fault. It was hard to see. I'm assuming it is.
Yeah.
Over.
Troopers say 18-year-old Jonathan Mateos Morales of Cocoa, Florida, was recklessly driving and caused a chain reaction crash that took Facey's life. Dashcam footage captured Mateos Morales taking off after the crash.
Oh, what
After
a piece
releasing
of
the
shit.
video, Trooper Ken Watson says they immediately got a phone call.
The Atlanta Braves organization contacted the Florida Highway Patrol advising that they may have found that vehicle within their complex.
The 18-year-old had been signed with the Atlanta Braves minor league system
you're
as a
fucked, son.
I haven't seen him play, but okay, so
He's
the
a minor
games that I
leaguer.
go to are like single A and double A games.
Mhm.
Tampa has one, Clearwater has one. There's a couple of the Atlanta Braves one that he's part of is about an hour south of me, closer to where my parents live. I've actually been to that stadium when it was a different team that was there.
Mhm.
So like I haven't watched him play, but I know the league that he plays in.
Well, I think his pitching career is over. And
he needs to get wrecked, honestly.
He'll be in jail for a very long time.
Mhm.
And it's terrible.
Sure.
That guy, they said
He
that
was
guy had
arrested
kids
after-
that died.
4 kids.
God damn it.
And a truck
Hate
driver.
that. Hate that.
Yeah.
After troopers arrived.
It would not be this serious had the driver remained on scene. He would not be looking at possibly going to prison.
Where do you stay when you're not at the complex?
My girlfriend's house.
Which is where? Leno Lake.
Tuesday afternoon, Mateos Morales appeared in jail, facing charges of vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of the crash.
He is and comes from a family of very limited means.
An attorney said he has no past criminal history. He asked for $50,000.
That's lawyer speech trying to get them to feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
Dude,
he just was
caused the wreck and then ran.
Yeah, prior history. You're only 18. You shouldn't have prior history, and now you have history.
Should be squeaky clean, son.
The judge set it at $200,000. The lives of two families have been forever altered, and the Florida Highway Patrol says it's beyond tragic and something everyone can learn from.
Yeah, that's freaking nuts.
I will say this, Derek. Around my neighborhood here in Fairfax, Virginia, there are a lot of people that drive very recklessly on the highways. I think they think they're in an F1 race. I'm not going to shout out what type of people they are, but there seems to be a pattern that I'm seeing, and literally going like zooming in and out like they're Michael Schumacher on the highway. And I'm like, dude, either you're going to die at one point or you're going to kill somebody. And I think that's what happened here. I know you're young, you think you're invincible, and you don't think these things happen to you, but
yeah.
This kid just
a blatant recklessness where like you don't care, and obviously you don't care about anybody else because you literally started an accident, crashed the car, and then drove away. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it was bad decision after bad decision, and unfortunately, those poor kids don't have their dad anymore. That fucking sucks.
Yes,
and it's because seemingly because of that guy, the pitcher. So he can pound sand and stick in jail for the rest of his life for all I care.
Yeah, he can rot in hell as far as I'm concerned.
I'd stick him in a low-income Coachella tent for the rest of his life.
Yeah, no shit. That was terrible. Because I'd seen that. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Because we love sports.
Well, shout out to that poor guy's family. It's awful, awful, awful.
Okay. Chicago collectible store latest target in Pokemon card crime spree. So they have to be casing these places and walking around to see where stuff is so that when they break into these places, they go right straight for the cards that have value to them.
It's so dumb.
Tonight, new video of thieves smashing through a collectible store window in Chicago. With security alarms blaring, you see them stuffing bags with what the store owner said.
I might grab that guitar.
$1,000 in merchandise, rushing out in less than a minute. A main target, Pokemon cards.
They were just specific on what they took. They didn't just grab anything.
Trying to catch them all.
Oh my God.
Pokemon cards spike in value, inspiring similar smash and grabs. From New York to California, even overseas. One store owner in Florida says these flimsy cards are becoming hard assets.
You know, it's like buying gold. It's like buying silver.
The franchise capturing the hearts of a generation back in the late 90s.
To become a Pokemon master trainer.
Now paying off for those who stockpiled.
For crying out loud, Logan Paul, part of one of his wrestling matches, came to the ring with a Pokemon card on a chain.
Yeah. It was the
and
most.
It was like he sold it for like $7 million or something.
It's.
Like, are you kidding me?
I have a. You know who pays a lot of money for these cards? It's not the kids. It's adults.
Oh, it's the Disney adults. It's the same assholes.
Yes, I know. I don't know if I've told this little story before. It'll be quick, but I know a guy who does this.
Okay.
I went over to watch wrestling with my buddy, and his friend came over with a case of something, like a box. And it was Magic cards. He bought like 2 cases of Magic cards. And he goes, hey, Mike, you want to help me open these? I'm like, no, I'm 50 something. I'm not 12. Why am I going to open that shit? And he just opens them and he just looks for valuable ones, which he then resells. So this guy's grabbed every Magic the Gathering card in the store. Some poor kid wants to go get some cards, like a pack to play. And they're gone.
6-year-olds rolling up with a couple $1,000, be like, I'll take it all.
It's so dumb. And I'm like, my buddy and his friend, they're like going through these cards, and I'm just like shaking my head. I'm like, stop it. You're like in your 40s. It's the
I mean, it was fun when I was a little kid going to the kids'
right.
baseball cards and stuff. And
my wife and I played Magic the Gathering when we were in our 20s, maybe just something to do together. It's fun.
He's still rocking them when he's in his 50s or 60s.
No. No, it's not. Smoking weed is for teenagers. Pokemon Magic for teenagers. It's like, does anybody grow up anymore? I don't know.
Hold on. Don't you still play board games with your kids?
Yeah, I play board games with them, like Risk and stuff like that. Sure. Honestly, I play video games all the time, so I can't talk.
I love video games. Here's the thing about video games, because the way my brain is constantly like churning and thinking, and I have to be like keeping my brain motivated and moving around. Video games helps me do that.
That's fair.
Where I can be playing video games, watching a sports or something while I'm playing video games, and my brain is constantly moving. So it's like I enjoy playing video games because it keeps my mind occupied. Because if I'm just sitting in there looking around, like I start getting depressed, I start like falling asleep. Like I need something to be able to keep my brain going.
Yep, you and me both. But last night I was like, I'm going to play some Elder Scrolls Online on that monitor, and I'm going to have the NHL playoffs up on that monitor. And you're right. But to your point, you're right. It keeps my brain from thinking.
Yes.
Because when my brain starts thinking, that's when bad things happen. So I'm just like, let me focus on this stuff. So I get it, but I'm not buying cases of Magic cards and going. You should. It's like the kids can't buy them if you buy them. Let the kids have their cards. It's so
you bought them
greedy.
all. Nobody else can have some.
It's selfish and greedy to me. But whatever. What do I
Look
know?
at this Pikachu with the gray hat. Each one estimated to be worth $2,800. But that's chump change for social media
right there.
Logan Paul.
Right.
I spent $5.3 million on this Pikachu card.
He then flipped his investment after about 5 years, selling it for a record $16 million last month. The high price tags making these a growing target and keeping store owners on edge.
We have to spend a lot of money on security 24/7.
Back in Chicago, hitting this business hard.
Trying to figure out how I'm going to recover.
Chicago police say the suspects here fled the scene and the investigation is ongoing. Store owners left fixing their broken windows as card values keep breaking records.
And Hallie, as this only continues to grow, remember, not just in the United States, but also internationally, you have some business owners saying that they are just going to stop selling these cards altogether. One business owner in England saying that it's just too risky, that it's not worth it after she was.
I mean, if you have a card that doesn't have to be Logan Paul card, even if you have a card that's $2,000, what's the chances of somebody wheeling up in your business and buying a $2,000 Pokemon card?
Not much, I guess, but I feel bad.
Like, if you have a $2,000 Pokemon card, but it sits in your store for 10 years, you see where I'm getting? It's like
I do. And my other takeaway is these poor guys own like toy stores. They figure their clientele is going to be like 13 years old when they open it, right? Now they got to worry about security, cameras, like
Disney adults going in.
It's even like if you watch some shows like Nerdrotic, and I like Nerdrotic. I enjoy his channel. He puts out good videos, but that whole like collectible, like let's buy
He-Man
dolls.
and
Let's buy little dolls or action figures and never open them. I'm like, it's not. You're supposed to. They're for kids to open and play with.
Yeah,
they're not just like I don't have. There's nothing in my apartment that hasn't been opened. I don't have anything unopened and saved to sell.
Yeah,
like I it's just not my.
Like you're not in the corner
thing.
going, well, in 10 years, this I could sell.
No.
$2,500.
In 10 years, I'll be in the ground at the rate I'm going. I'm not worried about it selling Pokemon cards. So, Derek, am I being too old man yelling at clouds, or am I making some sort of sense? Am I
That's
making
why
sense
I like
here?
the conversations we have, and I pull up the stuff because I want a reaction. And it's just like, yeah, it's wild.
45-year-old men, like, well, tonight I'm going to smoke some weed. I'm going to open some Pokemon cards, and I'm not going to have any kids because I just want to spend my life opening fucking Pokemon cards, and you will leave nothing behind. God.
The world we live in, huh?
I know.
The world we live in. All right, let me.
I'll be back in a minute. I need to take a walk.
take a break. All right. Okay, so this is Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer got into trouble and had a woman sleep with him, and then she pulled her phone out and she was sleeping next to him as he was in the bed, the same bed. She kind of rolled over, put her phone like this, and was like, yeah. Then she turned around and tried to get a shitload of money from Trevor Bauer, then got him basically fired from Major League Baseball. So he's been floating in around baseball in Tokyo, Japan, and Mexico, not being able to rejoin Major League Baseball. But there's a minor league team that just picked him up. So this is what this story is about: is Trevor Bauer's potentially could be going back to the Major League Baseball because he was a very, very popular and good pitcher.
Trevor Bauer is looking for a road back to big-time baseball. He hopes playing.
It was crazy because he had brought receipts, and he's like, "Here's a picture of this. Here's this. Here's this, and this is her saying that she's going to get Trevor Bauer." Like, he had all kinds of receipts when the accusations came out on him. It was crazy. But Major League Baseball still like, well, we can't deal with it right now.
Yeah, you don't need proof anymore. You just need an accusation.
You remember that? That was about 5-6 years ago, right? Where the girl like rolled over and was when he was laying next to her in the bed, and she basically is like, I'm gonna get this son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
And then he brought all the receipts saying, right here's where she said she's gonna take my money, and this is over here, her sleeping with this other dude. Like, it was pretty crazy.
Women do be like that.
Yeah, so now he is he's on the Long Island Ducks, which is a AAA or AA team. So he's inching his way to go back to the Major League Baseball.
Well, good for him.
We'll see. He was awfully good back in the day.
Yep, stay away from them thoughts.
I want to produce good content for the fans. Obviously want to compete at the highest level that I can.
Bauer used to do that, but 5 years ago, he was suspended from the major leagues after being accused of sexual assault. Bauer was never charged and settled the case in civil court. Since then, he's played in Mexico and Japan, but been rejected.
See, but you're not telling the whole story. He went to civil court and proved, like, he had pictures and video her saying that she was going to take his money. Like, he freaking raked her over the coals.
By the big leagues.
It's felt somewhat isolating, and I felt like I'm kind of an outcast for a while now. There are things that are completely out of my control that are blocking. Not much I can do about it.
Bauer believes it's not an image problem. In fact, he said he's talked with every big league team about a comeback, but he would not comment on it. Meanwhile, the Ducks say they had no hesitation signing him.
This league has existed for 28 years to give players like Trevor the showcase that they deserve to get back to Major League Baseball or to get better opportunities in the game.
And judging by the fans who showed up with Bauer bobbleheads and jerseys, and those who peeked through the fences just to watch him throw, and the hundreds that lined up for his autograph, people are rooting for him.
I don't know if I'd want him to go back to the MLB the way they did him, but, that's where the money is, and that's where,
Let me get that bag.
Be playing right now.
I'm with him.
Maybe at some point.
He's right. The way they did him.
The baseball gods will smile down upon me, but who knows? It's out of my control.
But it's clear Bauer is not ready to stop trying. Bauer makes his Ducks debut Tuesday night here at the stadium, and he says this will be the first.
And you know what I would do? And this is just me. He works his ass off, gets on a major league team, throws one pitch, and retires.
Just quits.
Just to say that he basically screwed that bitch and got to go back to the Major League Baseball and then retire.
I like that. That's my way of thinking.
Because he's not a young man anymore. So it's like he's probably only got a couple of years anyway.
You know, it's funny. As a bit of a callback to what we were speaking about earlier with Seth Rogen not wanting to have children.
Yeah.
Children ain't the problem. It's the mothers. Their mothers sometimes can screw you up. Women. It's unfortunately you need to partner with them to get the children.
I mean, that's true.
Because sometimes they be trifling, Derek.
That's true.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
My man. Woo.
We know who this is.
I love him.
Ric Flair. So he's always got something to say, and I love it.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit because why? It's Ric Flair. Woo! So he got into it with a spouse of another wrestler.
Tiffany Stratton's husband, right?
Yes. So this is him telling his side of the story, but then I have another video that kind of there's not a whole lot said, but it kind of I'll just go ahead and play it without kind of giving it away.
All right.
Accomplish. I know what I've done. I feel like, and I do feel this way, that I should have a red carpet wherever I go, and I'm not afraid to tell you that. I didn't get invited to WrestleMania this year.
That ain't right.
I threatened to beat up Tiffany Stratton's husband last year. I wasn't allowed to go. A 24-year-old kid being threatened by a 76-year-old man, and I can't go to WrestleMania.
He's going to put
Are you kidding me?
4.
That English kid. He's going to go as far in wrestling as a net. He'll be a fly on the wall in a year.
What happened there?
Well, they had that thing, where Tiffany made a smart remark about Ashley's divorces, which we both know she's not smart enough to have written. Somebody gave her a script. And then he implied that, I'm just going based on social media once again.
So, and we've talked about it here and there. Okay, so Ric Flair's old school.
Oh, hell
Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Ric Flair's on it.
I agree.
Plain and simple.
Yep.
But he doesn't believe in. He believes in. Okay, this is Ric Flair. I'm gonna be Ric Flair times 10 because he lived the gimmick. He was what he basically. He created a character and just made him times 10, and that was
lived it. He did ride the limousines. He did fly the jets. He did everything he said he did in his promos. He legit did.
Yeah, but he doesn't like somebody using something personal on somebody and then call it entertainment to get a rise out of somebody or to get somebody in a storyline. So he isn't a huge fan of like Charlotte Flair has been divorced, I think, twice.
Sure.
So Tiffany Stratton had mentioned about the divorces, and Ric Flair's upset because it's like he doesn't like using personal stuff to attack somebody because Ashley has been married and divorced twice, but Charlotte Flair has not. Charlotte Flair is the character. So he likes to have it separation of personal life and wrestling.
It's wrestling. They're actors. They just happen to be athletes too. But it would be like I don't know, like a character in a movie like Superman in the movie Superman cutting a promo on Christopher Reeve. I get what you're saying. He's like, this is the fake stuff here. This is the acting, and this is real life. And you shouldn't. I guess he's saying you shouldn't use real life to do an angle for the fake characters. Is that what he's saying?
Yes, because there's also been people in Ric Flair's son. I think he might have taken his own life.
Reed Flair, yeah.
Reed Flair. So he's very sensitive about anybody bringing up Reed, and people have to try to get Ric Flair or whoever.
Yeah, get that Flair rub. Yep.
To get that Flair rub, and he is just not a fan of that. He's like, you can say anything to me, I don't care. Just don't bring up my family and try to get like a Ric Flair gotcha type thing. Because it does nothing but piss him off, and he's an 80-year-old man. but he's still a Ric frickin' Flair.
I can't think of a person off the top of my head that has seen more shit than Ric Flair in his life. He has lived like 10 lifetimes in his life. And it's a miracle he's still walking on the planet.
Exactly. He
Hard
likes his
partier.
beverages.
Loves his drinking.
A
God
lot.
bless him. If you want to watch something good, or anybody watching this, if you want to watch a good show, watch Ric Flair's 30 for 30 on that ESPN put out. It's amazing because he gets real about his 5 divorces and drinking and
Does he
partying
really?
and cheat.
I want to go to Clearwater is probably half hour for me. I'm going to make it over to, because I want to go to next door and get another Hulkamania t-shirt at the surf shop, Hulk surf shop. But next door, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair owned a restaurant. It's like a sports bar restaurant. I'm going to go there just to check it out, but it'd be great if Flair was there. Oh, I'd be goo and gaga and over Ric Flair being there.
We did speak last week. You said, is there any celebrity that you would go up and say hi to? And I couldn't think of one. If I saw Ric Flair sitting at the corner of the bar doing a shot, I may have to go up and do a shot with him just to do it.
Because that's probably you'd probably see him there as opposed to anywhere else. You'd probably see him at a bar.
he's him and Hulk are my faves. I love them. That's 2 of the 4 on the Mount Rushmore, and the other 2 you can pick whoever. But it's Flair and Hogan, and the other 2, whoever.
Okay.
Which
for me,
there's a lot that he was implying that he wouldn't bum one off Ashley. And I went, okay, I need your number. I got it, which I can get anybody's number I want any minute of any day. And I called him. I said, hey, when I see you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. So he went like a little bitch, told Hunter.
He called him to tell him he was going to beat the shit out of him. Ring, ring. Ric Flair's on the line for me? Yo, you said something about Ashley. I'm going to fuck you up. Could you imagine that? You're just chilling at the house and you get a call from Ric Flair going to say he's going to fuck you up?
I'd lock the doors. My man's cutting shoot promos on kids like 4th his age.
And I wasn't allowed to go.
I'd be like, okay, Rick, I'm going to give you 1 shot and then we're drinking together.
Let me give.
I'll take 1 from Ric Flair and then let's go to the bar.
Yeah. I don't care that Ric Flair is 77 or whatever he is. I'll bet you he knows some old school dirty ass moves. He probably could take that 24-year-old out with some.
Oh, he probably could too.
Goozle him in the neck or some.
He's the dirtiest man in the game. He'd kick him in the balls or something.
Dirtiest man in the game, Derek. Said it perfectly. Yes, sir. My money's
so
on
since then, there's
he's gonna really go far in the business. A 76-year-old man tells a 24-year-old kid he's gonna kick his ass. And where is he now? Is he even on the roster?
Is this Ludwig Kaiser?
Yeah, little punk.
He's actually in Mexico right now.
You know who Ludwig Kaiser is, right?
If I'm not mistaken, he was one of Walter was his name then, wasn't he? One of his henchmen in that group.
Real skinny guy.
Yeah,
bald, slick back hair.
Yeah.
It's when blonde, slick back hair.
Walter was doing kind of his like German SS gimmick, like right? Wasn't that kind of the whole vibe? Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dude, he ran all the way to Mexico because Ric Flair was going to kick his ass. I love it.
Sure he is. I hope he stays.
So since then, since that interaction, you've been told to stay away?
No, but I just, I know this is sad to say, but because of the relationships I have with guys like Taker, who's real, Austin, who's real, and all this, if you were behind the lines, like even though I'm not there, I know everything because I know everybody. There should be a red carpet for me, a red carpet to the front row.
You're
and
damn
that's how
right.
I feel about it. What my contributions to this business and the work that I put in, hours of trying to make wrestling something that it is today, and I got to have problems with politics. Give me a break. Come on.
I agree with them. It's one of those things where it's like we always talk about paying your dues. I talk about that stuff all the time. You got to pay your dues.
Sure.
You can't have a fucking attitude when you haven't done nothing.
Yep.
This dude has paid his dues, lived the gimmick, is on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. What more does this guy have to do for the red carpet he pulled out for him?
I love him because he's out of wrestling now and he's still living the gimmick. And he's been he's been rich. If you watch the 30, he's had lots of money. He's been broke because he's got 5 ex-wives. You're not going to be rich with that. But he always presented himself like the nature boy. He didn't ever drop the gimmick because the gimmick is real with him. And that's why I love him. It ain't fake. That Rolex ain't fake on his wrist.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah.
Ariel Helwani does great interviews with wrestlers. He's really good.
Yeah, he's really good. Okay, so he said that he wasn't invited to this year's WrestleMania. That's Ric Flair right there.
Dude,
he wasn't invited though, but he was at the hotel where WrestleMania was.
I just love him. It's not a healthy lifestyle, and it's not something I would suggest people follow in their lives. Like I do, kind of, but I just love him.
I just think it's funny that he said he wasn't invited. He's literally at the bar at the hotel that WrestleMania is at.
It's stupid. It's so dumb.
I love Ric Flair.
Oh, is he in? Oh, okay. So, hold. Is he? He's just at a random Las Vegas casino, right? He's not like this. Isn't like backstage WrestleMania casino or nothing, is it?
No, this is the WrestleMania. This is the hotel and casino that WrestleMania was at.
Oh,
he said he wasn't invited.
Well, you can go to Las Vegas. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what.
They don't like me anymore. But he's at the bar at the.
If you're running a wrestling show, and I don't care if it's whatever, Jankamania, WrestleMania. If Ric Flair shows up, he's right. You roll the red carpet out.
Oh yeah,
you let him do whatever the hell he wants to do because he's Ric Flair. Yeah. That's why, and I love him.
Rick, if you want to stay at the bar, give me 15 minutes and then come to the ring. Okay. My mom, you Ric Flair will show up. I guarantee you would because he takes his business that serious.
My mom and I were at the show where I don't know. I'm going to go back here, but remember when Batista turned on? Was it Batista turned on Evolution?
Yeah.
Okay, we were at that show, and
were you really? Okay.
Yeah. So it was early before the show, and we were walking around the concourse level at I think it was whatever it was called, Verizon Center back then, and we walked by one of the bars on the concourse, and there's Triple H and Ric Flair at the bar. Ric Flair's ordering a drink pre-show.
Nice. And like this was he sitting.
That was just the two of them. There's hardly. My mom's flipping out because my mom's a big wrestling mark.
Yeah.
And she remembers all the old guys, you know. So she's like, "Oh my God, it's Ric Flair." I'm like, "Yeah, there he is at the bar, his natural habitat." I will say this: those guys are, you know, they're big because they're wrestlers, but when you see them in person, Ric Flair is a big dude.
Is he really?
Him and Triple H do. They were. I was like, "Holy shit, Triple H is."
Triple H is like 6'4", 6'5", isn't he?
Yeah, they're beasts. Yeah, but that was.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny where it was like, okay, we'll show this. Where he said he wasn't invited, but he's sitting at the bar at the hotel at WrestleMania.
Stupid. Speaking of which, Derek, not to prolong the wrestling segment, did you watch any of WrestleMania this past weekend?
No, I watched some clips.
Yeah, I watched night one with my buddy in it. It wasn't.
The stuff with Cody Rhodes and Pat McAfee and Randy Orton was stupid.
It was too corporate for me. There was advertisements everywhere, commercial breaks everywhere. The only two parts I really liked is I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan, so I like to see her.
Yeah.
And I thought Danhausen, you know, the guy with the makeup that curses people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's funny. So his bit was cool.
Yeah, I don't like Danhausen. I think he's
kind
of a dork.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's kind of a dork. Do you know what show this is? Well, it's written out there.
Oh, hell yeah. Love the
Married
show.
with Children. I absolutely love this show.
Me too.
This was when Fox first came out. Married with Children was one of their first
flagship.
shows.
Yep. It was the Tracy Ullman show, which then spun off into The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And Married with Children. They were huge. And they were Fox when it first came around was really fighting to get noticed. And then they hit that big NFL contract. And then Fox was kind of made at that point.
So David Faustino is putting together a Married with Children reunion at a theater in Hollywood.
Nice.
So he's doing promotion for it. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
That would be so awesome. I don't know how Applegate will be able to do it. I mean, because she's got MS is real bad.
Well, nah.
So I don't know if she'd be able to travel or whatever, but it would still be cool, you know?
Yeah, I don't know that you can do it without her though.
You're
Yeah,
proud
that's
of me,
true.
aren't you, Dad? I'm proud of both my children.
You guys, I have great news. Was this couch always here?
Oh, we're still laughing all these years later, right? After a sold-out reunion earlier this year, the cast of Married with Children is getting back together again, this time at the Orpheum Theater as part of the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
You know, the show is produced by David Faustino, who we all know as Bud Bundy. And David joins us now in studio. So great to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It brings back...
So here's the thing with David Faustino is he has a brother that was an audio supervisor in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And after Married with Children, David Faustino really didn't get too much acting gigs after that.
Nah.
And he was doing audio, like film set audio and stuff like that.
Oh, all right.
So how funny would that be to be like at working on an indie film and David Faustino is your audio guy?
Yo, it's Bud Bundy over there holding
Oh,
the
I
microphone.
would be dapping him up and
Yeah. Married with Children has my absolute favorite line in any show of all time. So Al goes to Peg and he goes, Peg, today's the happiest day of my life since the day before I met you. I'm like, I love that so much.
My favorite episode is the one where they're playing softball and they get that Schfinn guy who's supposed to be like a home run hitter, and then he gets knocked out, and then they're like, Al Bundy has to bat when they really don't want him to bat because he's like, he sucks. We don't want him to bat, and then he hits a home run, and then he's like 3 or 4 steps away, and they're like, Al, you gotta you gotta touch the bag, and he goes MVP. So yeah, that's one of my favorites is the one with the softball where they have Schfinn and he gets knocked out.
Show was awesome.
It was awesome.
So many memories. So many laughs, right? First of all, tell the audience out there, David, what made you want to bring this reunion back after the January show?
Well, it sold out in 2 days. So we were like, let's do another one. And the cast had a lot of fun. My mission for the first time.
It's wild seeing him because in Married with Children, he's a little kid. And it looks exactly the same, just much older.
He does. Yeah. He looks exactly like you thought he would look when he's 40.
Yeah.
When he was like, yeah, that checks out. Looks like he's had a few drinks.
Was to make them have like a great time. And they did, and they loved it, and the audience was wild, and we all had a great time. So they were like, let's do it again. So here we are, and we're gonna hopefully sell out again.
Do you feel some pressure to bring it?
I do, yeah, because I'm the guy behind the thing making happen. They get to show up and sit down and have a blast.
Yeah.
I'm like in the inner working schedules, and it's a lot, but we had a blast last time. The audience loved it.
Well, speaking of the last time, David, did you expect that kind of reaction from your fans?
Well, we didn't because we knew it was sold out. But like when we showed up in our cars at the Wiltern Theater, I mean, there was lines around the block. People were wearing No Ma'am shirts and Polk High shirts and dressed like Al and Peggy.
That'd be
and
great.
it was.
I might have to get a Polk High football jersey.
Well, what's it like
Bundy on the back. That'd be cool.
These years, I have to imagine. I mean, so much time has passed.
Yeah, well, it's for us, it's different because we have remained so close over the years. We're all very much in contact all the time. We're on a text thread. We're always talking to each other, very close. So for us, it's not, but for the fans, it's like.
Have you ever kind of deep dived some of the Ed O'Neill interviews that's on YouTube? Where he talks about like when Married with Children was pitched, the head of the studio did not want Ed O'Neill to be Al Bundy. Like he pitched it as somebody else, and they fought like hell to try to keep him away from being the lead because they're like, yeah, he can't do nothing. he's a good actor, but I don't see him as Al Bundy. And then when they finally agreed to have him be Al Bundy, that's an iconic character.
I couldn't imagine anybody else playing that.
I couldn't either.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
perfect.
crazy that they did not want him to play because they're just like Ed O'Neill. It's a stage actor, you know.
He had both Ed O'Neill he was in Modern Family, right? With that ridiculously hot woman. What is it, Sofia Vergara?
Yeah.
He was on that show forever. And then I can't remember, Kate something, the girl who played Peg, the woman. She was in Sons of Anarchy, I think, for that run. So they all had a lot of, and then Christina Applegate clearly was an Anchorman and stuff. So
yeah, they all except for David Faustino, who didn't really do much.
Well, maybe that's why he's trying to do this. He's trying to
Yeah.
make some money, and he's asking his old
Maybe,
buddies,
I don't
"Hey,
know.
let's get the band back." It's like Ringo. Can we get the Beatles back together? Everybody's like, "No." It's like, I'm Ringo. I'm broke. Please help me out here.
And the what's her name? The Katie Seagal.
Katie Seagal. That's right.
She was a backup singer for Bette Midler, I think. Like before she was in Married with Children. I'm pretty sure she was a backup singer for Bette Midler.
Oh.
So she wanted to kind of go into acting. She kind of fell into the role of Peg Bundy, and she said she was kind of awkward about doing it. And then once she kind of figured out what her character was, she was great in that too.
She's perfect.
Yeah, she was great. I don't see anybody else playing Peg Bundy. No way.
Nope.
Wow, we hadn't been together on a stage in 30 years.
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking during
She
the
was
break.
great in
I have
Sons
my
of
theory
Anarchy. She was great in that.
I agree.
Why this show still connects with people today. I felt like watching it when I was growing up. That you know what. My family's not perfect, and neither are the Bundys.
Right.
So
You could
it was
say that
very-
again.
right?
Yeah,
It's so relatable. Do you agree?
I think much more relatable. For me, I mean, I come from a dysfunctional family.
Me too.
I much more relate to the
We all
Bundys
do.
than I do the Huxtables.
Oh yeah, right. Otherwise, a little bit more perfect.
Although I love the Cosby
Shots
Show.
fired.
Yes, of course. But speaking of, your co-stars, Christina Applegate, she's had health challenges. Can you tell us? I know you're good friends. Can you tell us how she's doing?
Well, as many people know, she was diagnosed with MS many years ago. And, it's been in the press lately that she's been going through some things. But I mean, as MS goes, some days you are okay and other days you're not okay. But she's coming around again. She's getting strong. And I know she's looking forward to doing this. And she was great in the last one. She was funnier than all of us. The crowd loved her. So she's getting stronger. Yeah.
Well, we're really happy to hear that. We're all big fans and wish her just the best.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? I have to say, I was a huge Kelly Bundy fan. I love her so much.
You didn't trip over the couch.
No,
did you?
I didn't trip yet. But I just love the fact that she is so open right now about her challenges and health struggles.
Yeah.
It's really just heartwarming to see her be out there. Absolutely. And I think so many people, relate to her, right? So many people are going through similar health challenges. So for her to be out there and using her platform to get that message across is very touching.
Absolutely. I think she's being of service, just being open and talking about it. Can I tell people where to go?
I think we're about to.
Okay, cool.
But do you want to?
Well, no, they can
You
go
wanna
to
read
the. Yes, thank you for being here. The Married with Children reunion, May 9th at the Orpheum Theater. For more information, just head to CBS.
LA.com. It's confusing, isn't it?
Yes, I was like, is that
CBSLA.com, click Seen on TV. Great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a future career here.
You do, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was
A little good for them. Yeah. Christina Applegate, by the way, stupid pretty. Just ridiculously pretty girl.
And she's blonde. She's right up your alley.
Perfect. She's perfect. Your Lions are picking soon.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to peep that.
I got
Okay,
you.
so I've got two videos of one of your favorite people that you love to talk about, and just he's an amazing person. The Cowboys owner,
Jerry
and he
Jones
actually got smitten. So watch this. Jerry Jones actually got smitten.
Really?
I am. Look at this right here. Come in this house. Yes, sir, Mr. President. I'm negotiating a draft. All right.
There you go. Go ahead.
I got it. All right. I've always wanted to be
Yeah. Good. We got good balance right there. My draft, he moved up in the draft grade. Yeah, his draft grade got better. Got contact.
And then let me get the other angle.
I know I heard a big thump, and I'm assuming it was Jerry. Oh, yep. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. He almost bit it off the side there.
Yeah, good recovery though.
Jerry Jones, he's got to be in his 80s, right?
Yeah, he couldn't get to President Clinton fast enough.
He could not. He was just like,
you know, as much as I hate the Cowboys and more so hate their fans.
Yes.
I don't hate Jerry Jones because when everybody was kneeling, he told those players, "You're going to stand up for the anthem, and you ain't kneeling."
Oh,
so
he was in the military, and all of his family is in the military.
So
he's very pro-America, even though some of the shit that comes out of his mouth I don't like.
No,
but he's very pro-America. So that's why he always deemed that America's team, which I disagree with. It's not America's
I agree.
team.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I would say Pittsburgh. Anyway, so that's why he always said it was America's team, because he is very pro-America, and I do appreciate that. This is one of those ones where it's like he didn't expect a former president to walk into his room when he's giving a press conference. So I thought it was kind of interesting that Jerry Jones actually showed a human moment.
Yeah, yeah.
When a president of the United States walks in the door.
I guess Bill Clinton would have been a Cowboy fan because he grew up in Arkansas, and
yeah, probably
there's no other team around there. So I suppose that you just pick a close team. Yeah,
probably a Cowboys fan for sure. For sure. But yeah, I thought it was interesting where it's like, because Jerry Jones is always like in control, is Jerry Jones, and then all of a sudden the president, Bill Clinton walks in the door and he's all like falling over himself. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab this, because usually you see Jerry Jones like making fun of somebody or yelling at somebody or something. Okay, so did you ever watch Storage Wars?
Sure. Yeah.
Where
All
they
the time.
had like a battle where they were trying to get a storage locker, and then you go in there.
Yep.
Daryl Sheets of Storage War dies at 67 with a gunshot to the head.
Oh,
yesterday.
Jeez.
Yes. It's sad. It's like, what? I literally learned this yesterday. Daryl Sheets, who appeared in 163 episodes of the popular AE series Storage Wars, where he was dubbed the Gambler, died Wednesday in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He was 67. Police said that he died of what appears a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. On April 22nd, 2026, at approximately 2 o'clock in the morning, officers with the Lake Havasu City Police Department were dispatched to a residence in 1500 block of Chandler Drive in reference to a reported deceased individual. Upon arrival, the officers located the male subject who was suffered from what appeared a self-inflicted gunshot. The male was pronounced deceased on the scene, and Lake Havasu Police Department investigating. That's crazy. The body was ultimately turned over to Mojave County Medical Examiner Office for further investigation. The male subject was identified as Daryl Sheets, a 67-year-old resident of Lake Havasu City, and Daryl's family has been notified. This incident remains under active investigation, and additional information will be released as it becomes available. This is absolutely crazy. Where it was out of nowhere.
Yep.
106. Okay, so with reality TV shows, generally the first season you don't make very much because they don't know if the show is going to be successful. So the chances of A&E or MTV or whoever it is giving a bag for a show is very unlikely because they don't know if it's going to be successful,
Yeah.
they might drop 100,000 on the season and do like 6 episodes or something.
Mhm.
But 163 episodes.
Yeah, Storage Wars.
It has to be at least 10 years. So
It was
this
huge.
dude had to be making some money.
Mhm.
He was probably making 100,000 or 200,000 an episode.
Yeah,
But then
well,
all
money,
of a sudden he just turns around and just see ya.
no, money can't buy
Kinda
you
wild.
happiness. Who knows? Who knows why people do that?
I don't. Yeah, and it's gonna. I mean, it literally dropped yesterday, so there's gonna be some stuff that comes out about it, which is gonna be pretty sad. And I think he was married and he had a couple adult kids, but it's just like, it's crazy.
Hmm.
Pretty popular guy on the show and 103 episodes.
I remember him.
That's a long run.
Yep. Yeah, I used to watch that show all the time. It was on basically 24/7.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can still pop onto cable and
Mhm.
it's on.
No audio.
So he passed away. I know a lot of you guys think we hated each other because we competed a lot on the show. And, we had our moments, we had our run-ins, but that's because we were both competitors, right? We were both competitors. We're the biggest threat out there. So deep down, me and Daryl were friends. We talked every now and then. He's a very hard worker that cared more than anyone I've probably ever met about their family, about his son, about Zoe, pretty much people in his life, right? So rest in peace, Daryl Sheets. Also, I know Daryl would want something positive out of this. So he had a guy like really, really tormenting him lately on cyberbullying. Guys, who watches on television doesn't mean you know us. It doesn't mean you know what we're about. Also, it doesn't entitle you to bully somebody. That's not us. That's anybody. That's any athlete. That's anybody. You shouldn't cyberbully at all. As a matter of fact, if you have somebody in your life that thinks it's funny to cyberbully other people, may that be a celebrity athlete or a little girl at school or a schoolmate, slap him in the back of the head. Make him become a better human being, because you never know what demons somebody faces and what they go through and what you might push them through. And I also highly encourage law enforcement. Daryl has been posting a lot about the guy that's been cyberbullying him and tormenting him. And I really hope they look into that guy and it's just not a pass, because it's just not right, guys. Be better.
That's weird.
So I don't know if I don't know if that guy giving him a hard time led to his, demise. I don't know. Like I said, there's gonna be more information that comes about it. But I was stunned because I literally found it last night, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
That's an odd celebrity to decide to stalk and cyberbully. Well, he's just a guy in Storage Wars. Really?
Yeah, he's
Why?
literally doing storage lockers, and
Where are you going
it's,
to? Yeah.
it's I wouldn't say it's manipulated, but it's pretty much manipulated.
Weird story.
It is a weird story. Okay, so Robert the Griffin III
Yeah. Yep.
always has takes, and he just keeps going on and on about random stuff. And then this one, he's talking about Michael Jordan and how LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. We have people, we've talked about this bit before, and we've shown videos. Dennis Rodman says, bar none, Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time.
Yep.
He played against him, and then he played with him.
Mhm.
I would take Dennis Rodman's word for it.
Mhm.
I would take Scottie Pippen's word for it, because he said that even though they had a fallout, that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. But then
That's
you
my
have
opinion.
a football player he was actually Robert Griffin III in college was great.
He was
and then
good.
He came to the pros, had a couple years, he was decent, and that was it.
I lived through RG3 with the Redskins. He was amazing the first year.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt his second year and was never the same, which sounds
Oh,
very
well,
familiar
huh?
for Redskins fans with Jaden Day, but whatever.
You know, I'm a Michael Jordan guy. Everyone who's ever talked to me knows I'm a Michael Jordan guy. But you would have to admit that
Every time that somebody says I'm a Michael Jordan guy, but that means you're not a Michael Jordan guy.
Well, I'm sure he's going to say something dumb because he generally does that.
Yeah.
But LeBron has
he's a
to
football
face
player.
That's correct.
Why is he
this
talking
year
about
in the playoffs? If he won an NBA title with this team without having Luka and Austin Reeves for the majority of the playoffs, they got to go through SGA and the Thunder.
Yeah.
They potentially have to go through Jokic and the Nuggets, Anthony Edwards and the T-Wolves, or Wemby and the Spurs just to get to the finals. That's a gauntlet. Okay.
Agreed.
But one thing is for sure, LeBron James is the epitome of greatness.
I agree with that.
His longevity is almost unheard of. I mean, it really is unheard of in basketball.
Mhm.
41 and night in and night out, he can carry a team to victory. So I stand firm on that. I am a Michael Jordan guy, but if LeBron wins it this year, GOAT discussion is over. He would be the greatest of all time.
The audacity, guys. The audacity.
I know.
What she's not going to.
Who cares what Robert Griffin III and that broad think about basketball? I'm serious. Who cares? Why are they even talking about it?
So if you want an opinion about who's the greatest basketball player of all time, you're not going to go to Robert Griffin III as your first person you speak to about it?
No, nor that woman that was next to whoever she was. I don't know, man. Last night I was watching, it was the other night I was watching the Canadians and Lightning playoff game, right?
All right.
And so the play-by-play guy, he's doing his thing, and then they pass it off to the color commentator, who's a woman. And I muted that shit immediately. Because I'm like, and here's why. And I'm not a misogynist. I love women for the most part. But I'm like, the color commentator should be somebody who played the sport. Right? You get Tom Brady as a color commentator, that sort of thing. This girl's never played in the NHL. Why am I listening to her?
Exactly.
So I just hit mute. Just watch the game on mute. I couldn't take it.
Okay, if you want to start grabbing some of the videos that I sent you, give me 1 second. Let me. I'll be right back.
Oh, hey everybody! This is Mike from the Prominent Citizens. Check out our new single, "The Arrow." Look up my band, the Prominent Citizens. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and we're very excited about our new song. Check out our back catalog; it's pretty good. And you can also find us at theprominentcitizens.bandcamp.com. And if you want to throw a couple of bucks in our tip jar, we work really hard at our music, and we would appreciate it. I apologize for my terrible take on females commentating on male sports. I'm old. I'm out of touch. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Derek has gone somewhere. He's disappeared, but we've got a few things coming up for you. We have a Mark Ruffalo clip. We have a story about a NFL coach who just got busted for domestic dispute. Many such cases. And we have the lovely, tall and blonde Charlize Theron talking about AI. I think that's what's coming up next on our show. But thank you so much for tuning in. And Derek is back. And now Derek's going to have to wait 30 seconds for me to get back.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go check out the Prominent Citizens on the YouTubes. If I love his music, so go check him out. Give him a little subscribe. Show him a little love. Show him a little love. Appreciate you, Scorpio, for stopping by. Octavia, appreciate you guys. E-Rock, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody that doesn't say anything, but I see the four of you guys in the background. I see you. So I want to put this up. So yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. We talk about movies and television, and it kind of spills into a little bit of sports. Even though I've got a separate channel that's Frames and Rhythm Sports, that a lot of the sports stuff will go on that channel. So if you guys want to talk sports, go on the Frames and Rhythms channel for Frames and Rhythm Sports. So like and subscribe. We have super chats. We have I have the content on a bunch of them: Kick, Rumble, BitChute. So if you guys want to see, because after the show is over and YouTube basically yells at me for any time I play music. So if you guys want to see like the full show, you can always go to Rumble and watch it. You can always go to BitChute and watch it. Those are the two ones where the full show is always going to be there, because they don't start crying and whining about some background song that I played on some video or something like that. So if you guys ever want to see full shows on that, I'll cut this up and do clips. I know people love the clips more than they do like the live show that we do. So definitely go check out the clips and like and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. So
right.
All right.
Call us old and fat.
I mean, it's pretty much an accurate statement. So I'm just gonna be like, okay.
It's fair. No, they're right. Old, fat, bloated. It's fine. We'll good with that.
Yeah.
Misogynist, whatever. Keep going. All right. So Derek, I know you sent me some clips. I believe this is our friend and lefty Mark Ruffalo, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to guess he's going to spout out something very intelligent.
Of course he is.
Well,
He's a very intelligent guy.
Sure. All right. Let's see what this guy has to say. Crank up the volume here. Give me a minute.
UTA, CAA, WME, all the smaller agencies, every union join together in this, because we're not just fighting for our industry. It's also signals to all of the other industries that are under consolidation right now in the United States, that are driving workers' wages down, that are laying people off, that are offshoring our jobs. This is a moment where we have to fight an oligarchy that is in full control of our Congress and our presidency. And the only way that we're going to win is if we...
Okay.
This insane individual is so out of touch, it makes me fucking sick. And what does he do? He cozies up to Jim Acosta? Are you fucking kidding me? Who's another piece of shit?
Man, they're running out of options.
What he's talking about is Netflix wanted to buy Paramount. And the government stepped in and said, no. You're basically creating a monopoly, owning all these things. So they want they want other companies to be able to also put their name in and bid for the company. And I think, if I remember correctly, what's the company that owns Discovery?
I can't keep track of who owns.
Anyway, so there's another company that is trying to buy that also owns CBS and this, and he's basically saying that that they're going to mess up his movies and the industry that he loves, because a Republican is going to own the company that owns the production company, even though it's been leftists that have owned it the last 50 years.
Right.
And what has happened? It's went into the shitter. So how about we have somebody else maybe give it a shot? Because the dumb shits that are running it, the leftists, are doing a terrible job. But he doesn't see that way, because he's got his head so far up his ass. He should be more worried about other things, like not looking like a fucking drunk on the camera there.
How dare you?
Looks terrible. Does he not look terrible?
I can't speak on that, but yeah, he looks like he could maybe not drink quite as much as he does. He's a little bloated.
And then again, we've talked about this before with this asshole. He has a brother that was literally murdered in Hollywood 30 years ago, when him and his brother first came to Hollywood trying to make it like everybody. And he never talks about his brother. He never tries to follow up on his brother's murderer. No, it's all about Trump. Like, this guy is a psychopath.
We'll see how he feels about it when the UAE and the Saudis buy up all the networks and get rid of all that degenerate leftist shit in the movies.
Yeah.
But let's see what else he has to say.
Fight. And the only way we can fight is by doing it together. And that's the message that we all have to understand. And the more we see each other, the braver we become. Yeah. And that's for every industry in the United States right now, because every industry in the United States is under attack. The workers are under attack.
Well, okay. I have a comment on his comment about the workers are under attack. He's not wrong, actually.
Yeah, because AI is going to take their job.
Well,
and what's Mark Ruffalo going to fucking do? Nothing.
In my experience in my line of business, I've seen over the past 3 years, almost all the American jobs get shipped overseas to India because they don't make as much. Now what's happening is AI is coming in and they're going to replace the Indians.
Yeah.
So he's not wrong, but my stance is the way it goes. Like he seems very entitled, like he's deserving of an acting job.
Yeah.
Like he's not needed.
No.
We need Mark Ruffalo acting about as much as the world needs me playing guitar. There's like 1 million guitar players. I'm not entitled to make a living playing guitar any more than
he fell into a role of the Hulk.
Yeah.
that he's been in. But what else has he been in that's like, oh, he's an amazing actor? He hasn't.
No,
he
and he's
fell
just an actor.
First into something that paid him millions and millions of dollars.
Has he? I don't know much about Mark Ruffalo's career. I know he's an actor, but has he ever created anything, or has he just read lines off a piece of paper?
Unless he has, and I'm not aware of it. But yeah, it's always somebody else's fault, or it's always Republicans' fault. It's always Trump's fault. It's like, dude, like. His head's gonna fucking pop because it's everybody else's fault, and he gets all fucking amped up and says retarded stuff.
He thinks he sounds important when he says it, and that's why he says it. He's just speaking to hear his own voice.
And
I think.
How many videos have we watched where actors are at supermarkets, Ben Stiller? They're at the library, they're at this, they're at that, and people don't give a shit about what their fucking take is.
Yeah, we saw that Ben Stiller one, right? When he was trying to sell some sort of soda and people were just rolling right by him.
And they walk right by him like it's fucking nothing. Like regular people don't care what their fucking opinion is. I don't understand why Mark Ruffalo just thinks that somebody's there going, Mark Ruffalo is the smartest person ever. I need to listen to what he's got to say.
No, it's
never going to happen.
They'll be replaced by AI in about 20 years, and we'll get down the road. I think we have a Charlize Theron video that touches upon.
That's another awesome person.
So I got something to say about her. But anyway, so next up we have somebody named Don Luker. I'm not familiar with who this is, but something about him at a fast food restaurant. Let's take a look.
Okay, so there was a Disney Channel show that was very, very popular that he was in. And since then, he's had drug and alcohol problems.
It's bad.
And I don't know what the point of this video is. So I was like, okay, we're going to pull this up.
So this fella had drug and alcohol problems in the past, you're saying?
Yes. So he was in a show called Josh and Drake.
Oh, sure. I remember that show.
It was very popular.
My kids watched it.
Okay. So, yeah, he's behind the counter. It looks like a restaurant. So go ahead and play it.
All right.
Hello, can I see the menu, please?
What?
Can I see the menu, please?
The men I please is none of your business.
Oh, I don't know, man. That was a bad one. That's a bad bit right there.
Is he
Can I play that again?
trying to be funny?
Let me play it again real quick because I'm not sure, Derek. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. If it was supposed to be unfunny.
Idea. That's why I saw it. I'm like, this is weird.
He nailed it if it wasn't supposed to be funny. Let's see.
Hello, can I see the menu, please?
What?
Can I see the menu, please?
The men I please is none of your business.
very strange.
What a doozy that was.
Very strange. So yeah, Josh and Drake, and that's what happens when you're a child star and you have a lot of drugs and alcohol.
I mean, listen, I've known lots of druggies and drunks that are funny. I'll give you a pass on the drugs and alcohol if you can land a joke, but that wasn't very good.
No.
Speaking of not very good, we're going to move on to our friend who we've covered in the past. I believe this is David Lee Roth, correct?
Yes.
Let me share my screen here. And hold on. Let's go back here. So we've watched David Lee Roth in the past, and I don't know, man. It's just
okay. So you know how it's like singers sometimes kind of like take a little bit and they kind of get in their groove, and it's like, oh yeah, they got the pocket and they're
absolutely
feeling good about themselves. I think David Lee Roth is doing the opposite.
I think his
he's
groove's behind him.
He's doing worse the more that he's out there on the streets.
All right, so let's see. I'm sure he's singing one of Van Halen's hits here. Let's hear how he sounds. Oh no. No.
We watched the clip where he had the black with the all leather. He was bad, but he at least sounded kind of good. This is not good.
Look, people are into it, I guess. And David Lee Roth was amazing back in the day. I love Van Halen with David Lee Roth. That's I'll die on that hill. But he can't move hardly. He can't sing. He doesn't look cool, and his teeth are massive. Like he's just this permanent. It's got.
It's
Let
like
me
a
watch this again real quick.
saber-toothed tiger on the.
Yeah, let's check it out. Look. I mean, he's prancing around like a showgirl.
Have to make up everything that he's not doing, which is a lot.
The band sounds great, which we watch a lot of music clips, Derek, and often we comment, wow, the drummer sounds great. Oh, the band sounds great.
Yeah.
And it's always the singer that's screwing everything up. I would rather go see, there's a bar, a club down the like 5 minutes from my house that does cover bands like every other weekend.
Okay.
Pink Floyd tribute, Rush tribute. I would rather spend $20 and watch a Van Halen cover band than see him for $20.
Yeah.
If I because
that's pretty bad that a cover band's going to do it better than the guy.
Yeah.
I think he's regressing. He's not progressing. He's regressing.
No, he just needs I don't know. I don't even get what the joy is in seeing him. It's depressing, to be honest with you.
It is depressing.
As somebody who grew up with Van Halen.
He was cool back in the day.
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen was cool.
Hell yeah. All right. Speaking of musicians who have outlasted their usefulness, it looks like we have from the account, well, I can't, our word finder on X. This is Katy Perry, who apparently has been to Italy. Let's see what Katy Perry's up to.
That's now she's been. And she's in the intro of Dum Dum of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
So we know where this is going. We know it.
Someone give me a Pepe! Y'all, I told you in Saban's draft that I don't with change, but I feel like I need to put something in the Trevi fountain for good luck.
Did she put a credit card in? Jesus.
Here you go.
I think she thinks she's funny.
It's not funny. She's annoying. Katy Perry has outlived her usefulness. She was super hot. And now she's just weird.
Yeah. And she's dating a communist.
Oh, who's she dating?
The ex-prime minister of Canada.
Oh, Justin Trudeau?
Yes.
Oh, I'm out of the loop. Well, I predict in 10 years she'll be dancing next to Madonna at Coachella somewhere in the poor section of town.
with a white was it
like a house
squirrel,
dress?
yeah,
Oh no, a fur coat.
Fur
Yeah.
coat.
What a shame. She used to be so pretty. I never liked Katy Perry's music, but she was super hot, so I didn't really care what she was singing.
So she's in Dum Dum of the Week because she was dancing with poop in a big, huge toilet. Then she went to they convinced her to go to Up in Space, and she had flowers in her hair, and she was just talking random shit in space. Then now she's at a wishing well, and instead of just throwing a penny or something in, no, she puts her credit card trying to be funny. Like, just charge it real quick.
It's who knows? Who knows what the hell's going on?
She's got to be the dumbest person on the fucking planet, as far as I'm concerned.
She's up
dumb.
there.
She is up there.
Dumb
I don't
dumb
know
of the
anybody
year.
that's that dumb. Maybe Mark Ruffalo's dumb. I don't know if he's dumber than this broad.
She actually had quite a career switch because when she first started, and I think we've mentioned this before, her name was Kate Hudson, I believe. Oh gosh, I could have it wrong. Anyways, she was a Christian artist. And she wrote Christian songs, and they were very good. And she sang them beautifully. And then something happened to her. I guess she kissed a girl and liked it. And then all of a sudden, she's a whore. I don't know what the hell happened with her. But
As far as I'm
anyways.
concerned, she sold herself to the devil and for money.
You know what?
And this is what happens. She's
will not disagree with you on that. All right. Speaking of morons, here's I believe we have a clip of yet another football coach not being able to act like a human being and fucking up their entire life. This is a Chiefs defensive back coach, Dave Merritt. Apparently, for some odd reason, he decided he needed to punch women. Who knows?
So basically, he's what, a 3 or 4 time Super Bowl winner as an assistant coach with the Chiefs, but that ain't good enough.
You don't get
got
much better than
seconds,
that.
Apparently.
Well, let's see.
Breaking news here at noon. KCTV5 has confirmed Chiefs defensive backs coach Dave Merritt is facing a misdemeanor domestic battery charge and has been arrested. He's scheduled to appear in court later this afternoon. We have reached out to the Chiefs. They tell us they are aware of the charge. We're working to learn more details. We'll bring them to you as soon as we learn those.
All right, here's my comment on that, Derek. Not enough information. You never know. Woman, he could have grabbed her cell phone out of her hand and grazed her wrist.
Oh,
and
for
she
sure.
called the cops. So I'm going to reserve judgment on this guy for the time being. That having been said,
yeah,
we just watched Sharon Moore, the coach of Michigan, completely flush his family and career down the toilet because he couldn't
And he
keep his.
didn't get charged and owed a little bit of money.
Yeah.
He basically got his hand slapped.
So and we have Mike
Crying
Vrabel.
and whining, cheating on his wife, gets fired from the University of Michigan as their head football coach. He gets a slap on the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck getting employment there, dude. He's going to be like on SSI soon.
Yeah, similar situation going on in New England with Mike Vrabel and his affair with the reporter Diana Rossini.
Yeah.
Like they released new pictures today, and I'm like making out at a bar and stuff. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you know what I'm going to say? Yes, we don't have there's more information that should be coming out. Okay. Why would you put yourself in any kind of position to even be accused? You can't just walk away. Like, you guys are having a problem. I'm out. I can't be involved in whatever the hell you guys got going on. I'm out. Like, why would you put yourself in the position? Every single time we watch these reports, we talk about these stories. It's about people. I don't know if they think they can fix everything. Why would you be involved in anything? Why would you even be there to even possibly get accused of slapping a bitch? Like, why would you put yourself in that position?
With you're right. I mean, look, take Mike Vrabel's case. My main problem with that is he's married. If he was single and he wanted to hook up with Diana Rossini and she was single,
Get
whatever.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
But you're right. These, like this guy, or like, remember Kobe Bryant got accused of sexual assault?
Yeah.
I didn't believe that from day one. I'm like, that shit didn't happen. That girl's
Yeah.
after his money. Did not believe it. But he put himself in a position, like you said, Derek, going to a hotel room alone with a girl. So these poor guys, they just got to watch their six, so to speak, because there's always somebody coming after their cash.
So yeah, I don't understand why would you even be there in the room? Why? Because there's because once you get to a certain status, money, Super Bowls, whatever it is, you need to keep you're a target for somebody that wants to get money from you. They want to put you in a precarious situation. Like, why would you even be in the room or near the room? I never understand that.
No, you have a lot to lose, and there's a lot of gold diggers out there, and it's a shame that life's that way. But the more you have to lose, the more you got to keep your head on a swivel and not engage with women that you don't know,
Yeah.
or didn't grow up with, or haven't known for years. You know, you gotta vet your women a little better when you have that kind of money.
It's strange to me. So yeah, if I see more, I'll pull it up. But it's strange to me that these people consistently get caught up. Why? Why were you even there?
I don't know. Low impulse control would be the short answer, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of that at all, so it's a bad segue, but we have Charlize Theron, and she's going to talk about, she's apparently pulling back on a comment she made about AI a little bit ago, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what she has to say.
Honestly, I talked out of my ass. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. Okay. Nobody does. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
So what she said, apparently, I'll play this again, but what she had mentioned, well, I'll read it off the tweet, actually make it easier. She said she predicted AI will be able to do the job of actors like Timothée Chalamet in 10 years. So this is what she's kind of rolling back.
Yeah.
Which her original comment is something I agree with, actually, but
Honestly, I talked out of my ass. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. Okay. Nobody does. Nobody knows what's going to happen in 10 years. But I assume that a living live performance would be hard, you know, and then somebody's like, there's a dancing robot in Hong Kong, but he's not Misty Copeland. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. I think we're all just taking it day by day. And I got to make this movie, and it's not AI, it's me. So things are good. Honestly.
All right. Comment on that, Derek?
She's not a good actress at all.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't
Okay.
care what her philosophy in life is. But
Here's
for
what I
some
know.
reason, Variety always has a fucking mic in her face.
I think she's very striking to look at. That's probably why they take video of her. She has very pretty blue eyes and blonde hair and stuff.
She's too thin now. She used to be a little bit thicker. Not
So
yeah.
Here's what I know about her. So, she got caught up in the whole let's adopt Africans craze back in the day, like Angelina Jolie. So instead of having her own children, so she can pass down her, honestly, kind of amazing genetics, she decided not to have her own kids and went to Africa and grabbed a couple, which I never got. But I guess it's nice that she's giving them an opportunity to live. And I think they're both.
She went on that Call Your Daddy podcast and basically said that she wants to go fuck everything that moves and that she doesn't want to be married anymore. She wants to just fuck 25-year-olds. And yeah, she's another one that's just the for the stuff that she talks about, her career isn't you know how I said earlier, it's like you got these people that talk shit and they haven't done nothing.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron's like that, where she's had some success, but I wouldn't call her an A-list actor that wins Academy Awards and stunning and brave. Not at all. But yet she has a fucking opinion about everything.
That's when I see her, I think of two words: pretty and idiot.
Yes.
That's the first two things I think of.
It's like it's all bluster and all kinds of words, but it's like her filmography shouldn't give her she shouldn't think that her words have some sort of weight on somebody's life.
Yeah.
at all. She doesn't. She's not in that status. She's not that great of a fucking artist at all. She doesn't have an impact on fucking on anybody's life other than African children that she fucking got 20 years ago or whatever the fuck it
Right.
was.
She went and swiped them off the dark continent and just went.
She's just one of these clueless people that thinks that her voice matters, and it's like I could give a shit of what she thinks.
Yep. Well, the other thing about her, and this has nothing to do with her politics or her choice in children or whatever she did, was she was cast in the new movie based on The Odyssey that's coming out later this year, directed by Christopher Nolan, right?
Okay.
When I'm a fan of Greek literatures. I've read all that shit multiple times. They were casting Athena, the goddess. And I'm like, Charlize Theron is in the cast. She should be Athena. Because Athena is described in the books as bright-eyed, pale-skinned, blonde. Like, she looks like her.
Yeah.
Instead, they gave the role to Zendaya. I'm like,
a black girl.
Why would you have Zendaya play Athena when you have Charlize Theron in your cast? Like, Athena's right over there. It blew my mind.
Makes no sense.
Nope. That is the last of the clips I think that you gave me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
That's it.
So I think that will wrap the show up.
Yes, it will.
After the show, I'm going to go catch some late night hockey and heat
I
up
gotta
some.
figure out who my Lions drafted.
Well, I can tell you that in a minute. Give me a minute. They drafted, let's see, they were drafting 17. Why do they make it so hard to
17? Yeah.
They picked up Blake Miller, who is an offensive tackle out of Clemson.
Blake Miller. Good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Dan Campbell guy.
Okay. Yep. My Commanders picked up Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State, who's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick.
That's good.
I was going to watch the draft tonight with my son, but I'm like, I don't want to watch. It's annoying to me. It's all show. I just want to see who we pick. I didn't want to see.
Yeah, that's all I care about. It's like, oh, Lions picked it. Okay, good.
Right. Yeah. So
because it was like the Lions needed to do offensive lineman, edge, or somebody in the secondary.
Well, you got your offensive lineman. That's good.
Our offensive lineman. That's good.
Speaking of your teams, the Tigers are in pretty good shape. I see they're in first place.
Good. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
My
They were
Orioles-
worrisome the first 8 games or so because they were sucking. Bad.
Well, took them a while to get their footing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Derek. Well, I've just taken
Milwaukee
over.
beat the crap out of them like 12-2 or something the other day. And then the Tigers came back and won two straight. So they took the series from Milwaukee.
Nice. My Orioles and Nationals are just kind of in the middling, like 500, hanging around there. I don't expect much out of either of those teams, but it's still early. You never know.
Baltimore's got some good young hitters, but they never can pull it all together at one time.
They were
So
great.
it's like when the hitting's good, they're pitching shitty. And when they're shitty, yeah.
In 2024, they were good. They won the division, if I remember correctly, and then choked in the playoffs. And then last year, they just stunk. I'm like, what happened? But we'll see.
Yeah, no idea.
All right.
All
Derek,
right.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it as always.
No problem. Appreciate you, being part of this show and everything. And thank you, everybody. Thanks. Thank you, Soul Craft.
And please give us a like and call us Fat Noel in the comments.
Thanks, Scorpio. Thanks, Octavia. Thanks, E-Rock. Thank you, everybody. And I'll get some clips out, and then I don't know the next time we're gonna do live stream. We'll have to figure that out. But
just let me know.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, Sundays work for me.
Yeah, sometimes
best.
it's cool to do a live stream. Sometimes it's cool just to go produce a bunch of videos.
Yeah, I'll
behind the
leave it up to
scenes.
you. I'm good either way. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm good either way too. So it's like, sometimes it's like if there's something cool, funny to talk about, it's like, we'll do a live stream.
Yep.
So our brother.
All right,
bye
Derek.
everybody.
Money bags. See you later. Bye.
Later.